Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Simon Burden here with a recording that I don't normally tend to do. And I'm not alone for this.
Hola, mi amigos.
Yeah, as you can hear, I've got my friend Reese with me.
For once.
Um, yeah, it's been a while since I Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
um, the reason why we're doing this video is essentially someone that used to be a part of the group, whilst on stream decided to essentially talk shit about me. So we're gonna kind of do the same thing, but as is actually fact, not her. Whilst, for example, her is just spiraling things out of, like, I don't know, because she hates us.
Not wrong there.
Yeah, that's essentially the only reason why she's talking shit about us and is making it up. Um, so yeah, for those that don't know, I am on about, and I can't believe I'm about to say her name because it's been so long. Saki, uh, which, as you would know, has been in quite a few of my series in the past year upon joining the group. But left after the first recording session of Borderlands 2, after I pointed some things out to her. Ever since then, she's continued being a VTuber on Twitch and somehow has grown to have like 100 followers. I've got a feeling most of them are just creepy men, though, considering the sort of thing VTubers bring in at times. Uh, Especially with their cutesy weensy voice when the females. Yeah, I was waiting for that reaction. I was just there, like, I'm just waiting for Reese to do like a puke sound.
Insert peak that answer.
Yeah. But yeah, she's essentially been. I don't know how often she's been talking shit about us in her streams, but it was brought to my attention that she had done it recently. So, in response, I'm going to do it about her, but instead of it being false, all of my stuff is gonna actually be true. We're going to start off with the reason why she left in the first place, which was I literally sent about what, about a good 2 paragraphs
Two, two and a half paragraph of basically calling
actual
her out.
stuff that, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. Stuff that needed to be said because she's one of those people where she said, like, oh, if I'm doing something annoying, let me know and I'll stop. But like, she never learned her lesson, so she kept doing it over and over and over and over every day. So I just got tired of telling her. And then some things just made other people, so, well, more than just myself, I should say, aka also Reese, feel like shit. I think you know which one I'm on about there, Reese.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, Other times she was either just fishing for compliments, aka constantly singing and saying that she was bad at it, and yet
Watch on
she'd
me.
still do it anyway. I just got tired of it because it's just like she's clearly just fishing for compliments. So yeah.
Yeah, what she was.
Um, but yeah, and it's one of those things where it's just like you shouldn't really be doing that. You shouldn't try to do that. And I wasn't the only one that thought that. Even Panda thought that she was just fishing for compliments as well. Which, again, as you guys know, used to be part of the group up until recently. She left for other reasons. Mainly because I brought some...
Right now.
Yeah. Essentially, I just brought some stuff up about how she was in D&D. She got annoyed and left. Pretty much. That was literally all the issue was with her. So yeah. Then there was the constant apologizing, and I mean constant. I get it. You have like, you feel bad about stuff at times, but you're not the issue behind every tiny little thing. And she should know this because I've told her time and time again, you don't need to apologize. It just got really frustrating and annoying when it happened. God damn it. I actually tried to get those two up done.
It was honestly one of the most annoying things when she would just apologize for literally everything.
Yeah.
Smallest things, it's just, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't need to say sorry for that. You accidentally did something different in a game. Calm down.
It wasn't even just when it came to games though. Like, you got an... Like, say for example, we were just having a bit of a bad day. She'd then just start apologizing for like every tiny little thing. And it was frustrating because it wasn't her fault. But the more she apologized, the more it became her fault because we were getting annoyed at her apologizing. But yeah, only apologize if you've done something wrong. Like, now say for example, when it comes to my partner and I hear she's had a bad day, I go, well, I'm sorry it's been such a bad day, is there any way I can make it better? I don't just go ahead and say I'm sorry as though it's like my fault.
You are an embarrassment.
Damn.
Text the coming all the way from behind, by the way.
I'm already downed.
Shit.
We're out of lives.
That was just like the first 4 little bits of that fucking the first paragraph. That was. The other one was people pleasing.
Fuck.
That one really annoyed me because it's like she very clearly wasn't happy doing some stuff. Like for example, playing Final Fantasy with a mom and dad. Like she didn't always enjoy it. I remember at one point, like, they did Palace of the Dead, and her mum was trying to get her to do it, and then, like, her mum essentially said that Tammy's going to be in it and would want her to join, or would be happy for her to join. She essentially did it just for the sake of making Tammy happy.
Yep.
Which annoyed me. And when I told Tammy, obviously it made Tammy a bit annoyed as well, which I don't blame her. Tammy had the right to be annoyed by that because Tammy would have understood if Saki didn't want to be part of the Palace of the Dead thing that they were doing. Tammy was at least an understandable person. Like, yes, they decided to be a bit of a pain in the ass at times, but they were still understandable on some occasions. Do I risk the zip line? No, I don't think I will. But and it was a constant thing, not just with Tammy and her parents, but with anybody. Like, anybody that went into like her streams or went into oh god. But like, yeah, people pleasing just it put her in a lot of situations that she didn't need to. And I told her to just stand up for yourself a bit. Don't go ahead and try to please everybody because it's not gonna happen, and you'll either be taken advantage of or you'll get a bunch of people annoyed at you. But she didn't care anyway, and just decided to keep doing it. The laziness as well. How many days would I wait till like 5 o'clock in the afternoon before we even heard out from her?
Let me get my notebook. Just kidding. I don't have one, but yeah, you could fill up several notebooks if I made it. It took like I made fucking hours. She slept.
Yeah. It was insane. And then it wasn't just the fact that she'd stay asleep for most of the day, but she wouldn't look after her pets properly anyway. And when she did look after them, it was literally just for the sake of her dad promising to get like snacks or getting some sort of ooh, I'm surprised I even lifted that. Or like, getting her a gift, like a Five Nights at Freddy Funko Pop thing. So it was really bad that she'd only look after her pets just for them, just by being sort of bribed to do so. Because if you've got pets, you should look after them no matter what. Like properly anyway, I should say. But yeah.
She really needs to work and take better care of herself. Honestly.
She can't even take care of her pets. If she can't take care of herself, how can she take care of her pets?
No, it's like they add more. They basically add more and more pets every day.
Yeah, they've actually gone ahead and got more pets. Like they've got more guinea pigs. They've probably got more hamsters. She's got like 4 guinea pigs, a rabbit, 2 dogs, 2 ferrets, and then maybe some more hamsters. I'm not entirely sure.
Right.
But it's ridiculous. The place is a pigsty. It stinks like hell. I've been there. And those animals do not get looked after properly. It's disgusting. I did not bother going through the smoke because that was no doubt going to be the fixer using thermal vision.
No, I can get it. Fuck.
I at least managed to get a few bullets in him.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then just her lack of independence. She's like, what, 21, 22 now? And she still relies on her mother and father to like do stuff for her, like cook meals and what else?
And me, who at the time was 15, now 16, was fucking more independent than her.
Yeah. And it's honestly ridiculous.
Oh.
Like, I'm sorry, but like her mum has like a lot of medical conditions and can barely like move about. Sometimes barely even walk. So to get her mum to do it, and when she's constantly in pain and stuff, is
A dick move.
yeah, like that's really cruel to do.
Yep.
But yeah, like I essentially pointed those things out to Saki, which made her go in a bit of a tiffy and leave the group. When she could have stayed and just worked on it.
You are jackal material after all.
So yeah, it was just one of those things where it's just like, I give my honest opinion and they leave because they can't take it.
We only have 5 reinforcements remaining.
I mean, when was she ever able to take another person's opinion?
Never.
Exactly. You try and tell her one little thing about how either she's not really doing much healthy stuff or how something's gonna fuck up, and then she be a little bitch.
Yeah. Literally, yeah.
What I call you are an
And it's
embarrassment.
honestly ridiculous. Like, she's 21. She was 21 at the time. She should have been more of an adult. Oh, I've run out of ammo.
Shit.
Objective acquired. Defend it.
But yeah.
And take her gonna be
Nah. I'll just wait till I'm dead.
Objective lost.
I'll just wait till I die.
Thank you. Texas one shot. Round the corner. Round the corner on the left behind a box.
Yeah, I can
Keep
see
him busy,
him.
keep him busy, and I'll get behind him.
Enemies have been wiped out.
Woo!
Good shit.
But yeah. So those were the main things. And it's just like, she absolutely hated it. The fact that I was being honest and just telling her stuff that she just needed to hear. And then what? You decided to like check up on her like literally the day after. Do you want to talk about that bit?
Sure. I go. Day passes. Full day. I give shit happens. You talk to her. She leaves. Wah. Checks a little bitch.
Mm.
So I give her a day to gather her thoughts, cool herself down, not decide to probably scream a house down if she felt like it.
She's got the
And
voice there, so
then-
she could have.
Yeah, I go check up on her, and I just ask her how she's doing. She's doing alright. And I bring up little things about how Simon was kind of in the right.
Yeah.
And then she just goes on a whole tangent about how, oh, they kicked me out of the group, blah blah blah, and I just might as well give up, can't make friends. It's like, no, you shouldn't. Just because you got kicked out of the group doesn't mean you give up.
I didn't even kick her from the group. She left. She
Oh, yeah.
voluntarily left.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what she thought though.
No.
But yeah. So, and again, I go through this whole conversation of like just, oh yeah, I'm not fucking, like, don't give up just because this shit happened doesn't mean it's the fucking end. You still have more chances. You can possibly fix shit, become friends again. There was no point. You didn't even need to goddamn leave. Everything was fucking fine.
Mm.
And then she starts going off on me, which is like, wow, thanks. The one person who's actually trying to help you is just like getting fucking berated for no reason,
Yeah.
other than you're a petty little fuck who literally just can't take someone's opinion,
Yeah.
even if it's a fucking helpful one.
Yeah, like
and then
it
go on.
legit escalated from like 0 to 100 real fast between you two.
Yeah.
I remember being in call with you for that as well.
Literally, no. It starts calm. I'm saying how she could use a little help, and her whole VTubing thing is kind of getting in the way of her actual life.
Mm-hmm.
It's she's kind of consuming herself with it.
She
And
still
how,
is
oh,
nowadays.
it's kind of gonna take your life over. You might if you don't take regular breaks. You're streaming like basically multiple times a week.
Which, to be fair, most streamers do anyway, but I think VTubers need to be a bit more careful with it.
Yeah.
We have 5 lives left.
VTubers can stream like once a week and basically be fine, but she does like what, like 3 a week,
3, 4, yeah, something like that.
which at her level of streaming is not really needed.
Nah.
But yeah, back to the whole tangent. And then I started bringing up about how I'm just here to check on her and how if she's doing okay mentally and just making sure she doesn't. And my exact words, she doesn't do anything stupid.
Mm-hmm. Which
Let
could
that
be a
be-
lot of things.
Yeah. And the way she takes that is I'm calling her stupid.
Mm.
So I just try and explain like I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just trying to bring up the point that this is kind of consuming your life, and you need to take a break from doing this stuff before it consumes everything.
Mm.
And she just kept going off on one about how I'm being a dick. One thing leads to another, and then I ended up stopping going off on one on her, and almost having a shutdown, but I kind of did go fully quiet for a good half an hour.
Yeah. I was in call with you when
Someone
it
here
happened as
knocked me
well.
And
Yeah.
then there's her just fucking still complaining, even though I tell her I'm not responding after this message after I sent a whole 2 paragraphs worth of shit.
Mm.
And it just escalates from there.
Yeah. Which, the whole VTubing thing, she has essentially been consumed by it, is the annoying thing. Like, whenever she makes announcements now, like, for example, we found out that she made an announcement about how people shouldn't be using her dead name. Now, normally that's fine. Like, I wouldn't care, because obviously she has changed her name legally. But she's not doing it as, like, an actual person. She's doing it in the terms of her VTuber model. Now, the only reason why people know her dead name is because it's still in her name. It's her middle name. And to be fair, she's not even a proper VTuber to most people. Or at least, you know, the definition of it. I say that because
In the name of Jackal.
she's linked her like Instagram and so on her Twitch page. Which therefore means that she has revealed what she looks like and things like that, which VTubers are not meant to do. Because, for obvious reasons, you know, VTubers, they use a VTubing avatar for the sake of keeping their identity safe. Especially if they get extremely popular. And, you know, some people, when it comes to VTubers, can get pretty creepy.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Just about any story on Reddit or even fucking games made, there's countless games about it.
yeah. So, you know, it's a case of like, it's a way to keep their identity safe, secure. So if she were to get any of the extremely creepy people, because yeah, they'll probably be fine in chat, but you don't know what they're gonna be like out of the stream chat and stuff. So it is a case of it is gonna legitimately be a case just of just, you know, she can no longer essentially call herself a professional VTuber. Like, she was doing all this to get into a VTubing company. I think it was Ninja Sanji. So that she could be with the person that she really likes from there. And by likes, I mean to an obsessive, creepy amount.
It's terrifying.
It is. I can't believe I had to make a fucking D&D character based on the guy.
I
Like,
physically feel like vomiting whenever remembering not, or even listening to the fucking her talk about it.
yeah. How do you think I feel? I would remember it. But yeah, so it's like, but little does she realize she's not gonna be able to do that anymore because of the fact that she has already revealed herself. And that's legitimately the only reason why she actually started VTubing. She could say, oh, it's to help my mom, or it's to help, you know, pay for things around the house. That's not even all that necessary because they're perfectly capable of just being able to pay for everything themselves. Like, they definitely get enough money to do so. So, yeah. Wow, they surrendered. Wow.
I was like, that was fast.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's... I'm sorry to say, but she's lying out of her ass for the reason of VTubing. It's not for the sake of being able to help her mom and dad pay for stuff around the house, because they're already capable of doing that already. With the amount of money that they get. So, she is literally doing it just to be with someone from Ninja Sanji.
It's terrifying.
And yeah, it's legitimately terrifying. And honestly, a bit disgraceful because, like, it just really goes to show that while she says that she's, like, I think asexual, she said.
Yep.
Sometimes demi. Sometimes she'd say demisexual. But for demisexual, you need to have, like, an actual proper connection with the person. But they didn't know the real person behind that VTuber that they liked a lot. The reason why I'm not specifying which VTuber it is, you know, for the sake of their safety as well. I don't want this getting out and potentially, like, creeping the person out.
Yeah.
Although half the time I feel like I should warn him.
Bro, I'm holding back. I'm holding back name dropping so badly.
Same. But it's just like, yeah, they say that they're demisexual, which means you need to have a connection with the person. But then she's like really sexual about this VTuber, and like even when it came to D&D, she reckoned she wanted like a couple of sexual things to happen in the campaign Celestial War. And it was honestly towards Tammy. Well, at the very least, the first one was towards Tammy. The other one was between herself and the character I made based off of the VTuber, which again, I hate the fact that I did that.
We don't talk about the soundboard.
No. No. Oh, no, that's not bad.
Understandable reaction.
Yeah. Oh, that was creepy. The fact that they put on sound clips of that VTuber because they bought them. Actually, no. No, those weren't the ones that she bought. Those were ones that she that they found on his Twitter.
Mm.
Like, that was the ones that they found on his Twitter, then clipped them, and put them in the soundboard.
Terrifying.
It genuinely is, yeah. That is genuinely terrifying. Also, we seem to be having issues with the with the game matchup for some reason.
I know, I'm gonna hit cancel.
I'm just gonna
Never mind.
change out game mode. Fuck it. I'm just gonna pause in quick play for a bit. See what we
Okay.
got. But yeah, no, it was really just foul. Like, it really was just disgusting. I was extremely creeped out at one point. Like, whenever she... Holy shit. Are we gonna have to, like, legit log out and then log back in?
Probably.
Christ on a bike.
Eric, there's a problem with Match Quest. Yeah, we might have to. 'Cause it's still on strikeout for me, so it is.
Yeah. Alright, let's load it back up. Yeah, it's easy cheat service, I'm aware. But yeah, sorry about this, folks. We didn't expect Rogue Company to have an issue whilst recording this. But yeah, so that's... So we covered the reasons why they left. We covered how they were in terms of a particular VTuber. We've covered the reason why they decided to be a VTuber, which kind of links into the creepy thing with the VTuber. Oh yeah, in terms of what you said to them, the whole, like, you know, getting essentially like sunk into it. Yeah, no, I feel like they genuinely are now essentially, like, most of the time in the mentality of the VTuber character, which, if I'm honest, isn't far from who they are IRL. Let me know when you are, because it's just, it doesn't say if you want or not.
Road takes forever to load for me.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a case of they made it be themselves, essentially. The backstory is just a tree spirit being put into the body of the girl after something happens. I won't say
Murder.
what. I was gonna say, I won't say what, because at the end of the day, it's their character's backstory. It doesn't really mean anything. But, like, it's... like, there's just nothing different between her and the character. So, while some people would say, oh, that makes it easy to snap out of it. I'm sorry, but no. I've done performing arts. I've done performing arts, and I've done creative media. So I know the gist of it. It is not easy to get out of a character mindset when it's so close to who you are IRL. That's pretty much like the first few lessons you get in performing arts. How to get into the mindset and then how to get out of it. Or at least it was in my school. So that's why you need to make any character you make vastly different from yourself. So, for example, if I was to make Dante Havoc, my character from Final Fantasy XIV, as a VTubing model, I would have to make the character of it vastly different than what I'm like. Now, granted, I do kind of like the whole blood red look that he's got with his clothes and stuff. It says you're in a lobby, so I can invite.
Let me in.
Weird. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to look for the one with the icon, not the one with the Steam thing. But yeah, so yeah, like the first thing is to literally like I'd have to try and figure out things to make him different towards myself. Like for his voice, for example, I'd do him pretty much on the deep side rather than keeping my own regular voice. Because if I keep my own voice, I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm just being myself. Screw it, sort of thing. And it's so yeah. But with her, she keeps the voice herself most of the time. She'll do it for a little bit and then drop it and go to her own voice. If she decides to put in the effort. But that's literally about it. That there is nothing different between her and the character. The occasional change in voice, and that's it. One other thing is that she tends to lie quite a bit. Now, I don't know how much of the stuff is true or not. Obviously, when the situation was going down at first, I reached out to a couple of people from her past. I'm not saying who for the safety of their names, for the safety of them. But for example, Saki always tended to talk shit about her ex. Now, me being me, I wanted to get to know the full story. So at the time, I wanted to try and get to know the other person's side of things, you know, her ex's side of things. But Saki was absolutely adamant that I don't talk to her ex. Like, full on adamant, never let me talk to him, didn't let me add him or anything. The only time where I actually got to talk to her ex was when they were ill. And was, you know, complaining because, you know, they essentially don't like the feeling of throwing up. To be fair, I don't think many people do.
It's
And
disgusting.
yeah, and I wanted to help. Saki was just like, no, you're not gonna help, and I had to like full on demand it. I had to full on tell her, oi, let me help her out. Let me talk to her and help her not, you know, throw up. And that was legit the only time I got to talk to her ex whilst her ex was in the house. Reese, have you queued us up again for Strikeout?
I queued us. I got into a game and then it just went, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, it did the same for me as well. But yeah, so but yeah, Saki always talks shit saying how her ex would like never bother like helping around the house or help with the animals and stuff like that. But the thing is that what they don't know is that, well, her ex did do that stuff. The only reason why they thought otherwise was because they were asleep during the entire day. So they're not gonna know. And obviously animals do their business multiple times a day. You can only clean the cage so often during the day. Because if you were to try and clean it every time they did a bit of business, well, good luck, you're not gonna have any fucking free time. But yeah, so... And then you had the fact that they kept saying how their ex used to abuse them and things and hurt them and stuff like that. And it's just like, well, now that I've actually heard both sides of the story, I can actually guarantee you that never happened. not once did her ex actually abuse her or anything like that. The actual case is that Saki was the one to neglect her ex by either not hanging out with them, not spending any time, not really putting any effort into the relationship. Saki essentially neglected the relationship between them.
Which is just like a bitch thing to do.
Yeah,
You
and the
not
thing is,
neglect a fucking relationship.
Saki was the one that asked her ex out over TikTok, I believe. Yeah. So Saki was the one that wanted the relationship, and then when she got what she wanted, she then neglected said relationship. Which is such a bitch thing to do.
That is asked out over TikTok.
Well, that's where they met. I don't know if that's where they asked her out, but that's where they met for definite. But yeah. But that is such a bitch thing to do, to ask for the relationship and then neglect it when they got what they wanted. It is a bitch thing to do. Because, like, her ex had some really cute ideas, like, for, like, a date night or for, like, birthdays or something. Making recipes from their favorite anime. And, like, just sitting there watching the anime that the food came from and, you know, just having a good time, relaxing whilst eating the food. And honestly, that sounds honestly really adorable. I would love that sort of
Kill
stuff.
for it like that, in all honesty.
Yeah, I would love that stuff because that is heckin' adorable. I would really love that sort of thing to happen. And honestly, I hope to God it does happen between me and my partner. So yeah,
I mean, agreed. If something like that can ever happen in my relationship, that would be fucking amazing.
it's like one of the most adorable things you can do. Because it shows that you actually pay attention to what your partner likes. And, you know, you're willing to put in that much effort. Like, it shows that you deeply care for the relationship and you actually want it to work and stuff. Because, like, personally, I would absolutely love that stuff. If my partner does that for me, I'm sticking with them 100%. Because
Proposing on the spot.
I'd hardly say I'm proposing on the spot. But, you know, I'm not gonna be throwing away that relationship if my partner ever does that for me. Like, no. I'm fighting for that relationship. Oh, I actually hit someone a few times. Oh, and I'm dead. But yeah. But yeah, the fact that they neglected the relationship and then decided to spout so many lies and then was adamant to me never to talk to their ex is pretty fishy in of itself. So yeah, like, I was a little bit fishy with that, just like to begin with.
As you should have been.
But it was a case of, at the time, I didn't really have a way to get a hold of their ex. So I couldn't really say like what the situation
Got
was
him.
and stuff. Yep. God damn, how the fuck did I miss him with that spray?
Enemies eliminated. Great work.
Hell yeah.
There we go. I think I definitely helped out the Scorch too much there.
Yeah. Bro, all my shit is just still says loading for people.
Really? Damn.
My game is so far behind.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's
But,
fine.
but yeah, I just find it really stupid. And the fact that they say that they don't remain friends with their exes, that's also a lie because one of their exes was in the Discord server that they had, which was for like a little project that they were trying to do at a time called Symbolic Humans. And one of their exes was actually in that server. So I call bullshit on that like so much. She's just very selective with who they have as friends when it comes to their exes. And if it's someone that they can essentially spout a lot of crap about, that'll be the one that they like don't have as a friend, because at least that way,
Objective secure.
because then they'll just write, oh, people will believe me, no one will really question it, etc., etc. Essentially try to cause a lot of shit for the person. Like, another thing that I hate is that they said some stuff about the Rex in my videos. The other thing is, I can't figure out which videos it is now, because I genuinely want to delete them now that I know the truth. I mean, a part of me wanted to delete them anyway, but you know, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack at that point. Yeah, it's like literally trying to find a needle in a haystack when it comes to that.
Fucking impossible.
Yeah. It's like, I've just been asking her ex to just like not look for them, because it's just like, it's stuff that's pretty embarrassing as well. Like, not something that she should have gone around saying. Like, it's more or less something that should legit only be for
Enemies have 5 lives left.
that person to say to like their like new partner or something.
Where's my handler?
But instead, anybody that has seen said video, which I don't think is many people, if I'm honest, which is good, now know about
Let's get it back.
said things, when they have no reason to know because they don't know the person. Did you just wipe the entire team? Did you wipe the entire team and then get downed?
No, I didn't wipe their team. I was doing shit. No peek, got shit. Oh, Demon's one.
Ooh, wow. Fucking all three of them were there.
I got you.
Okay.
Anyway, as we were saying.
Yeah, as we were saying. But yeah, so it's just some stuff on what's said in my videos that shouldn't be. I'm not gonna say what because it's not my place to say. But yeah. Another thing is that like when you're at her place, like there's apparently some like when it came to her ex, like her ex couldn't have Pop-Tarts, mug cakes and stuff like that due to quote unquote bad memories. Like, and then when me and her were friends, quote unquote friends, I was allowed to like have them, like legit had Pop-Tarts, legit had Pop-Tarts as a joke present from her parents, both of us. And we legit made them whilst I was there for Christmas.
I died right behind you.
Nice.
Yeah. What should we? You know, he can't have Pop Tarts. He gets
Yeah.
Pop Tarts as a gift and is fine with it.
Yeah, like, and the thing is, the reason why was because her mum buried a pet in a Pop-Tart packaging.
I still find that funny, you know, honestly.
I find it pathetic, like, that's your reason? Like, what are you? Are you still, like, 10? Like, it's honestly just a joke, I swear. I managed to take down the Dima, but... yeah. But yeah, as for the mug cake, apparently that was when they were living with one of the old quote-unquote stepsisters. In a way, like, her mum and the person never got married, but the guy did have kids, so I guess they just classed each other as stepsisters to make it easier. So yeah, that essentially happened. That was essentially the thing there. But like, the fact that her ex couldn't have Pop-Tarts or mug cakes just because of that, and apparently it was classed as quote unquote bad memories, is a fucking joke. Am I just constantly getting downed by the Phantom like from a headshot?
Rip.
But yeah, that's legit the only thing. Like, and like, granted, her ex didn't really drink much, but if she wanted to have a drink, she couldn't because Saki's dad was, I think, recovering from like alcohol or something. I don't know. Blimey, even for me, it still says loading for some people. Jesus. Which, okay, it's fine, but then why is it all of a sudden when I got down for Christmas, I've got like this massive ass bottle of Old Rosy cider? And I mean like massive. It was like one of those big. It was like one of those big balls with the handles on both sides.
Jesus.
Like, if your dad has issues with alcohol, you don't go ahead and get somebody a massive bottle of cider like that. Like, it just boggles my brain. Cause like, what? But yeah, and then let's see what else is there. I'd say some parts of the mental health is probably a bit of a lie as well. Not all of it, but some of it. I'd say the depression is kinda there, but it's not strong. The phone anxiety, I'm sorry, but I'm calling that bullshit. Because Discord calls are essentially like phone calls in a way. Because, in fact, calling on any sort of app or anything, I would class as a phone call.
It always is.
Yeah. I would class
Unless
it as
it's
a
like-
phone call
unless
in
you-
most senses.
Unless you're using Discord on like a laptop or something.
Like I do. But even
Yeah,
then,
me.
But even then, most of the time when me and her started being friends, she was on her mobile phone on Discord.
Phone calls.
So I call the whole phone anxiety thing bullshit. Because you wouldn't, if that was the case, you wouldn't be on your phone for phone calls, whether it's Discord, Facebook, and stuff like that. But she did use it for that stuff. So I call it bullshit for that. Anxiety meeting new people. Well, I guess social anxiety would be the better name for it. If that's the case, why did she agree to join the group for D&D? Why has she recently joined a new group for D&D recently? The amount of
technically
people...
she went back
Well,
to that
yeah,
group.
she went back to an old group, but still, she had to know that she had to join them once before, so you know. And then there's the like you were in stream with her at some point for Stardew, and then she went to Minecraft, I believe, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. And she went into a phone call, she went into a Discord call with those people, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like 20 minutes. Probably not even that. Of talking to them in her stream chat. People that she doesn't technically know. In any sense. Because they were viewers for like 10 to 20 minutes. That's not social anxiety.
It's not.
Nobody who has social anxiety would do that. That would set off such a panic state.
Mood. Honestly.
So yeah, the whole oh, I have social anxiety is full on crap. Because then there's also the fact that she cosplays. She went to a cosplay convention in Birmingham, of all places, and went on stage to sing. Again, no one with social anxiety would do that. Even just the thought of it alone would be enough to just be like, no. And pull them out of doing it. So, again, the social anxiety, I don't care what they say, they never had social anxiety. You cannot do that and yet say you have social anxiety. You cannot get up on stage, decide to sing at a convention where, you know, like maybe 2 or 3 people, and sing and say you have social anxiety. Like, it's not possible. No. Like, like, even me, I did performing arts. And we had weeks and weeks to rehearse our performances if we were doing them in front of people. I still had a lot of anxiety because of it.
Bro, in my drama class, which take note was one of my best classes in school, I freaked out over having to perform in front of a teacher.
Yeah, a single teacher. And that was just to, like, so you could be graded for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, saying you have social anxiety upon, and yet being able to do all that stuff, no. That is not how that works. You could probably get away with being like, oh, but you play as a different person when you cosplay and stuff like that. But you're still putting yourself out there in some way or another.
off topic, I just downed someone with Seeker's bow.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not at all convinced that there is any ounce of social anxiety in that bitch's body.
No.
Gotta say that like social anxiety is a fucking drug.
But it's true though. There is legit no social anxiety in that person. In Saki, there is a single ounce of it. She uses it to try and like either grab attention or get classed as unfit for work.
Well,
Now, don't get me wrong, I am classed as unfit for work due to my mental health. I have social anxiety. I have general anxiety. That's why I don't go out much, even to go ahead and just do my groceries. I have to prep mentally for that a lot.
what we get?
I was just going to say, like, be careful because there was somebody
Maybe
around
you
the
are
corner.
jackal material after all.
What else? Oh god. Oh god.
Ow.
EMPN went off and I just got shredded from behind. Jeez. But yeah, no, like, I have general and social anxiety. I cannot go to the shops without a lot of mental prep work. Like, tomorrow, I'm gonna have to go to the post office so I can get a postage box to post my partner's Christmas present. And like, granted, I'm in a small village. There's probably not going to be many people there. But I still have to prep mentally for it.
We've been wiped out. Run it again.
I've got PTSD for public transport, so
That's
I'm not
hell.
going to be yeah. It's not solely just for public transport, but that is the transport I have to use quite a bit. So getting taxis, trains, coaches, buses and stuff like that, it's a nightmare for me. I have to prep for that. I have to get things that make sure that I can snap myself out of any sort of like PTSD flashbacks I get. The only thing that I've managed to think of for that so far has been very fruity flavored chewing gum. Normally, I'm not one for chewing gum, but if I have to, for the sake of being able to keep myself in a safe place when on public transport, then I kind of have to do it.
We've lost the objective.
God damn it, Dallas, bastard. And then I've recently been diagnosed with autism, which is a whole nother load of stuff for like when I'm going out and about, as well as like being on public transport and stuff like that. Like I essentially need like noise cancelling headphones or music in my ears and stuff like that.
Related.
So yeah, I've got way too much stuff going on and barely any ways of dealing with it. So for me, it is literally a case of I'm classed as unfit for work, and these are the reasons why. Alongside the fact that I'm extremely suicidal due to my depression. As well, you've heard stuff before, Reese.
It's not fun.
No, it's not. Like, let's see. You were scared shitless when you learned I went into hospital one day
Yep.
due to an attempt.
We're out of lives.
So yeah, it ain't fun. And because of it, doctors don't trust me with medication. Rightfully so, if I'm honest as well.
Honestly, yeah, rightfully so.
I know at times in my videos, especially like this or Grounded or Persona 3, I seem happy-go-lucky. I'm putting up a front, essentially. It's not who I am. I'm just putting up a front to make the videos entertaining. But in reality, I am a depressed fucker. You can actually sometimes hear it in some of my older videos where I just didn't really put much effort in. So yeah. Phew, boy. Bet that's brought back some memories, Reese.
Yummy.
Especially the day after where I had to go back into hospital because I pulled a muscle and I thought I had a collapsed lung.
That was
Because
fun.
it was, oh god, it was painful. Like, I legit woke up the day after I got back from hospital, was in a lot of pain in my side, thought I had a collapsed lung because it was difficult to breathe. And the doctors just went, no, you pulled a muscle, whilst you were laughing. I'm just like, excuse me?
Bro laughed so hard he pulled a muscle.
Yeah, legit, yeah.
I must have told some hilarious ass joke.
Oh, we were having a good time. Despite the other person we were with at the time, we were having a good time. But now that essentially means I can keep pulling that muscle over and over again, which is not good. So I have to be careful. But yeah, fucking hell. But yeah, I feel like she's saying some stuff for mental health that isn't actually the case. I'm not gonna say all of it's a lie, because that would be a bit unfair. Because people could easily say that about me if they were to watch the videos and stuff and see how, like, you know, how upbeat my voice is and stuff like that. They could easily say the same thing. But that's not the case. And I'm not gonna do that to her, because like as much as some of the stuff she's lied about and faked, I think a bit of her mental health is actually real. I also think she's on the wrong meds for some of it. She says she has depression and hears voices. Maybe she has depression. But the voices ain't due to her depression, it's due to schizophrenia. She needs to be properly tested for it. So like, for some of her mental health, yes, she's lied. And I'm not one for that. If you're gonna lie about your mental health, at the very least, don't contradict stuff. Like with the anxieties, for example. Don't do stuff that would clearly show that you don't have those things. I know, again, some people would probably say, oh, you have social anxiety, then why do you make YouTube videos? It's legit the only thing I can do just to take my mind off things. I never said it was easy. I just do it as a way to take my mind off how bad things really are at times. It's essentially a comfort thing. I don't care if I'm not popular. I don't really do this for popularity. I do it as a hobby to keep my mind intact a bit. Because it's legitimately the only thing that works. So, yeah. And whilst again you could say, oh, if she's got social anxiety, she could be doing her Twitch streams for that. Yes, that could be the case, but again, we've also pointed out, going on stage, being in phone calls with people, that she's only known for like 20 minutes via her like stream chat. So yeah, it's just safe to say she doesn't have it and is lying through her teeth about it.
No, most likely.
Yeah.
I got-
I don't like saying that stuff, but you know.
You got pinched, you were fucked.
Yeah, but I at least took one of them down. I took down the Dima.
Oh, I forgot how fun sniping was in this game.
You're having fun there, buddy.
Fuck yeah. Look at the kill feed.
Oh, wrong button. Oh god, yeah. Oh, I didn't know you were the one, mate. I thought you were
Yeah,
still
but-
being Seeker.
Nope.
Alright, I'm trying to revive the Lone and keep me covered if you can.
Thanks.
Bye, Dima. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else?
Watch this.
Jackal, thank you.
I missed it. Fuck.
All opponents eliminated.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else we could talk about? Have we gone through it?
I mean, we could talk about the fact that I'm the reason she was in this group, and then she just
Yeah.
basically bonded me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like I know, obviously, I kicked you from the group for causing, what looked to be an anxiety attack. Whether that's actually the case or not now, I generally don't think it was. I think she just kind of put it on a bit.
Honestly, I didn't even mean to that night. I was in the process of a very bad breakdown.
But at the time, you legit did it because she took a weapon that was meant to be for you. But because of one of the things you said, pretty much every single NPC in the area would have been going for your ass.
Yeah.
That's legit the reason why she got the weapon. And you just started complaining to her about it.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Let's see. Like, what else happened on that day for you to have that breakdown and do that to her? Was that
I
legit
didn't,
the
again,
only
I
thing?
didn't even mean to cause a breakdown. I was just in the process of a breakdown because my mental health was on a massive decline that night for some reason.
So it was just a random depression decline for you.
Yeah.
Fair. I thought maybe you did it just solely because of the fact that she got the weapon or something.
I don't even remember what weapon it was.
It was a flaming sword that was in the fish.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck, you got the thing, you got the sword, you fucking bitch. Hello.
Come on. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got to you. My god.
Which way, yeah. My mental health was on a massive decline that night. Don't fucking know why.
Yeah.
And at the time, I felt like she was the only one. I thought she was the only one awake, so I kind of just rambled to her. Also, because she came to me asking if I was alright.
Dude, it happened whilst we were all in call.
The enemies have 5 reinforcements.
I don't remember us being in calls though.
Yeah, because it was not long after session.
Capture the objective.
Yeah. I think I left anyway because again, but yeah. And I kind of said one too many things about how the fact I kind of want to just go. I kind of want to commit toaster bath.
You should never mention that bit.
Well, okay then.
Yeah. She just said that she felt like you were blaming her because you didn't get the weapon.
Crush him.
Yeah. So do you see what I mean about the line, folks?
I just now clicked onto that. Ah yes.
Yeah.
A sword and a fish causes a mental breakdown. Logic.
None. That's fair. So she wasn't exactly the logical type. No. But yeah, she legit just like
All
thought that
opponents
you were
eliminated.
blaming her because you didn't get the fucking sword from the fish.
Last round. End strong.
Because like I legit made that weapon just for you, but then she ended up getting it because you were hiding because of what you said in the campaign, and every NPC would have wanted your ass. It's why your character died the way it did. Like I didn't do it to be spiteful. I just did it for story reasons. Because just like yeah, your character said this, it would make sense for this to happen.
I don't even remember what it said.
Um, you, your character
Oh wait, no, I remember.
basically said he was a war criminal.
Yeah, I said, bro, I'm a war criminal. I just like when you brought up the fact that my character was quite literally just a war criminal
Yeah.
because he betrayed his original country because he was from the opposing forces, and I kind of just went, haha, this is a funny character idea. I'm gonna go for it.
And then said that you know you helped partake in burning the village down.
Yeah, a lot of the crowd just went, excuse the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I just looked at me and then I had to hide. I was like, I didn't say shit. Insert gif of that one dude vanishing.
Like you legit just like did the biggest fuck up ever. I'm just like, okay, it only makes sense for this to happen. Anything else would just not be realistic enough.
Yeah, and you ended up killing Ricky Mario off in public execution.
Yeah. Which is what they would have done with in that time period.
Yeah.
So, you know. But yeah, like you legit brought her into the group and then she just kind of abandoned you.
Like thanks. I introduce you to the person you consider a brother, and then you just go, yeah, you can just die.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, she actually saw me as a brother, and then she just kind of like fucks off. Like, excuse me. Over stuff I say. If that's the case, like, yes, okay, take it to heart, but do it to, like, do it so that it improves you, not make you be all upset and miserable and then just leave over just something that needed to be said. Ooh, shit. But like, it's just ridiculous. She tells me to be honest and stuff like that because, well, even as you know, Reese, I'm a extremely blunt person.
Yeah. I was at the forefront of it.
Yep. And I always have been. I always warn people when they come into the group, look, I am extremely blunt. If you do something and I don't like it, I will tell you. I'm kinda not doing that in the actors group because obviously I know some people are little pussies and they'll cause drama. Yeah, I'm not. But like, I've always been blunt, I always will be, I always have been. I am not going to back down of my opinion. If I feel like the person, if you're going to tell me to be honest, let me be honest and don't be a little bitch about it. Even Panda wanted me to be honest. When I told her what was up on the day when she decided to leave, I just told her the stuff about the campaign. That's all I did. I told her my honest opinion about how things were in terms of how she was being in the campaign. And that was it. She had a
And then she just goes poof and dies and leaves.
yeah, and says, "Oh, if anybody had a problem, then they should have spoke to me about it." Well, no, because Reese doesn't really know you all that well.
Dun it.
And Ali didn't want drama. Ali's shy when it comes to telling people stuff like that.
Same.
So of course it is going to just be me that will say it. And with me being the DM, I kind of have to say it.
Yeah.
So you know, and I just find both of their reactions a bit ridiculous. But Saki's was more ridiculous because me and Saki had known each other for what, just over a year?
Thanks to me.
Yeah. And like I say the stuff that's on my mind, like she would have wanted me to. Granted, I kept it in quite a bit because like most of the time it was just the same stuff over and over and over again. But when she started VTubing, that's when things really changed. And I just wasn't having it. Canals 2? Wait, what?
They remade this map for some reason.
Okay, it's a bit weird. But yeah, so like it was when the VTubing started, that's when things changed. That's when things were starting to get even more on my nerves than before. At first I just thought, okay, I'll let it slide, see how things go. Carried on, got worse. I'm just like, no, okay, need to say it. So I did, and that's when she just decided to leave.
This is what I call a
And I'm trying to think what else is I mean, even Ali, like Ali held out hope for
Honestly, so did
Saki
I.
coming back. Yeah, so did you. But like upon Ali then finally realized and decided to do a massive ass power graph, which I found hilarious.
It was
And
funny.
yeah, it was funny. But like even she pointed out that Saki saw me as a brother and then just immediately left. There's two other people that Saki sees as brothers. She barely ever speaks to him. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was in a group chat with them on Messenger. They barely ever spoke. Barely ever. I got to meet one of them when I went down for her birthday last year. Me and him got along better than. Me and him got along
enemy spotted.
and actually spoke more than what Saki did to either of us. And neither of those two came up for Christmas. There was apparently plans of it, but well, we were meant to make plans of it, but they never happened. And yeah, it just kind of like the guy. To be fair, the guy that came down for her birthday didn't really seem all that bothered about the whole like Christmas thing. So yeah, it's a case of just her deciding to just cut someone out instantly because of things. But at the very least, her doing that gave me a chance to actually, you know, get to know her ex because I have nothing stopping me from messaging her. So yeah, I have nothing stopping me from messaging her ex now. So thank you, buddy. But yeah, so I just found the whole thing like completely fucking stupid.
Enemies have 5 lives left.
Fucking Trench is trying to get the melee kills, man. Jesus.
I've stole his Glamour and threw it in his skull twice.
Hmm. trying to be a bit too confident with it though. That's the thing.
I'm
That's
not.
what's slipping him up.
It's just very funny to use to throw this thing.
Nah, I'm on about the trench.
Hello.
Oh,
Running low on reinforcements. Crush 'em.
I need to grab my fucking claymore back.
yeah.
Well, technically not mine.
Yeah, that's fine.
It wasn't. It was mine 'cause I threw it, but it was
Yeah.
stolen.
Yeah.
Not stolen. Let me reword that. It was appropriated.
Oh god. Double the turrets in one location? Jeez, Duke. That's a bit sloppy, I'm not gonna lie.
Find them. He's up top.
He's up top.
Well, up here. Owie, zowie. That's a set of bullets right in my spinal cord.
But yeah, it was when I messaged Terex I finally got to know some of the truth of what Saki was actually like. And I'm honestly glad that I did. Because, Jesus Christ. The amount of things that were different between when her ex was there and when I was friends with Saki is like night and day. Like, holy fuck. It was honestly ridiculous hearing this stuff, and I feel bad for her ex. I really do. Like, her ex should not have had to deal with that. I think we've pretty much covered everything, haven't we?
That is basically everything, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we will be getting this out as much as we can. Because, yeah, we don't want people to just, like, we don't want people to just be blind to what this person's like, especially if they are a part of her, like, following. We want you to actually know what this VTuber is like. Well, quote-unquote VTuber. I say quote-unquote VTuber because obviously, like, as I say, she's not a proper VTuber. She's revealed what she looks like and stuff. Her VTuber character is legit just herself. So yeah. And like, it's honestly just ridiculous how things really went down with that person. Do I feel bad for it? No. I honestly, for streams, she should have set down some stricter rules for people joining her. Because that was another thing that she just doesn't know what to do.
He doesn't. He really doesn't.
I mean, let's face it, that muck stream, that final muck stream.
Was
Okay.
hell.
Yeah, that was hell. Like, that muck stream, I wasn't in it for long. I left after a bit of playtime on that. Because I was just not dealing with that stuff. I feel bad for leaving you and Ali in that.
Okay.
But she didn't know what the frick she was doing.
She didn't.
I managed to down the demon there. My aim there was quite sporadic for some reason, I don't know why. But yeah, it's one of those things where, like, we've even warned people that she used to be, like, friends with. They're still friends with her. Like, they're back on talking terms. Obviously we warned them. Obviously, like, when shit went down and we learned the truth. So now it is literally their choice, and if they wanted to get her or be deceived and manipulated, then so be it. That's their own choice and fault. We can only do so much. We give the info. The people that are with them are the ones that essentially make the choice of what they want to do with it. If they want to just ignore it, so be it. If they want to, if they want to listen, maybe keep an eye out on stuff, so be it. If they want to full on ignore her, again, so be it. Again, the purpose of this video was legit just to get the information out, because she has essentially been talking shit about us in her streams. Oh yeah, another thing I've just remembered about, like, when it came to D&D, she said that I targeted her quite a bit. That's a load of bullshit.
Ahem.
Yeah. That's a lot of bullshit. I mean, I know you were out of the group for like a year. Well, just less than a year, I think, actually. But no. Like, you are my favorite to target, but that's mainly because you make it so easy.
I make it too easy.
And you also tell me to go full out on your characters at times.
Cause it's fun.
Yeah. Like, you enjoy me torturing you in D&D. I still call you a slight masochist for that as well.
Or I've come to just accept it at this point.
Yeah, because it's true. But yeah,
Objective secured.
but like, otherwise, if I target someone else, it's mainly because in that situation, their character is the one that's a threat, or they're the only one that's alive. It's either, and to be fair, Saki's character was nowhere near a threat. Saki's characters were never near a threat.
What did we have? We had Barkeep, Fish,
Hmm?
we had Barkeep and Fish. That was the characters.
Yeah. Barkeep and was she a fish in one? Oh yeah, the celestial one. Yeah. Yeah, she was. She was a mermaid.
Yeah, so
So yeah,
Barkeep
fish.
and Fish.
Barkeep and fish, yeah. And honestly, I could have done a better job with those friggin' characters. Like, I'm sorry, the only reason why she was as good as she was with the Barkeep was due to a certain weapon, the assassin crossbow that I made.
That did too much damage.
It did, yeah. I'll admit, I didn't balance that properly. But to be fair, I also made it so that they had accessories to, like, I think I trapped him in the door. They also had accessories to help with some of the stuff that they were capable of doing.
Yeah.
So, like, Ali had, like, either an accessory to help with increase in health or increase in magic damage. It was one of those two. Obviously, as I say, Saki got the one to do more with do more damage with, like, dexterity stuff.
Shit. Crawl back.
Enemies are running low on reinforcements. Crush 'em.
This is risky as hell doing it in the middle of the map like this. But yeah,
Literally in Summoner before I had my episode.
yeah.
If I actually stuck in, you could agree I would have had a really cool homebrew weapon that I came up with.
Yeah,
Another contract in the bag.
you actually would have. Because I was planning on making homebrew weapons for everybody.
No, and there's me already having one for you.
Yeah, like, you made it easy for me.
It was so cool. It would have been so cool. That kind of shit I could have done with it.
Yeah. And instead,
Okay.
I then had to make 2 NPCs well, one NPC, and then she made an NPC to go along with the NPC I made, to then have them be in a relationship.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it was weird. And then let's see what else. Oh, I have a supply drop.
I got the LR15 Mastery Level 5. Let's go.
Hey, nice one. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. I remember something. When it comes to mermaids, or at least I'm gonna say this: when it came to the Shin Megami Tensei 5 mermaid, she hated the fact that it was female. And I'm just like, all mermaids are female. Maids is a feminine term.
Ugh.
So it's just like, obviously, you know, because you've seen Shin Megami Tensei 5's mermaid, I believe, haven't you, Reese?
It's a cool design.
Yeah, it's a good design. You've got literally a mermaid. Granted, the scales don't go fully up the legs to where the thing is. It's kind of like goes up to the upper thigh and then turns to like human legs. And then you've got like, you know, the classic like clams or oysters as the bra. But then you've got like 3 floating skulls. Saki hated the fact that it was feminine looking,
Bro.
despite the fact that, you know, mermaid.
Not bad. Just misunderstood.
So of course it's gonna be feminine.
My runway got stolen.
Yeah. If they just put merman, that would have been male. Mermaid, female. That's kind of how it goes. It's not as if they had, you know, no clams there to, you know, hide the breasts.
Like the titties.
Yeah, you know, it's not like that was like not there. But like, it's just ridiculous. She complained about the mermaid being feminine, and then yeah, when it came to her mermaid, hers was very feminine. And then for what she was gonna use as her like persona in the Persona campaign, if she did it, again, that was gonna be like a siren / mermaid sort of thing. So, and guess what? She made that very feminine. Even when it came to the AI art, it was really feminine. And that was an alley coming into the
That
recording.
was an alley coming into the drama channel.
Yeah. We're
making
still
the video,
recording.
lol.
We're making the video.
I thought you were recording Road Company because you're both playing it.
I
We
mean,
don't
no,
basically are.
we were gonna do the My Hero, but it's not cross-platform. So this was just like the next best thing.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah. So you can go on mute and listen in if you want, but we're pretty much near the end of our little thing. Unless you have something you want to add to what we've been saying, Ali?
I don't know what you've been saying, so I can't add anything.
I mean, to be fair, you could add that paragraph thing if you wanted. That massive ass paragraph that you wrote to her.
Surprisingly, I still have that saved.
Why am I
That's
not
not a surprise if I'm
I was
honest.
proud of it, okay?
Honestly,
I
I
think
was
it is.
proud of it as well. I was proud of you for that as well.
You go, girl. I killed them all, Simon.
Nice. But yeah, so if you want to add that, you can. I did mention it a tad bit when we came to the whole, you know, she saw me as a brother thing. And then she just so easily leaves over a little thing of me just telling the truth about some stuff.
The thing is, like, didn't they ask for that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't ask for honesty and then get pissed about it. When
It
you
was
get
just-
it.
That's legit
Yeah.
what we said several hundred times.
Yeah.
Like,
You just warned her about it.
yeah, like at that point, that's your own fault.
Yeah. Because we did the same with Panda. I am brutally honest. She's like, okay, well, that's good. I prefer that. I tell her honestly about how she's doing in the campaign and what you guys are thinking about it. Oh, look, she up and leaves. And then says to you guys that. And then says if you guys had a problem, then you guys should have talked to her about it. And I'm just like, well, no, because they don't do that sort of thing. So yeah, as I say, Saki kind of brought it all on herself.
With Panda, I think I was getting to the point. It was mostly, I was actually fine with Panda. It was just the roleplay that was a bit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Right.
it was legit just the. It was legit just how things were with the D&D stuff. That's all I ever said to Panda. Was how things were with the D&D stuff. It was dry
Yeah, like-
in terms of the role playing stuff.
Yeah, because at one point, I think I was ready. I was getting ready to a point where I was actually going to say something.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
because I was legit just hoping that it would eventually, like, I thought Panda was just having trouble, like I did at first with role playing, like not really knowing what to do.
Mm.
And I thought eventually she'd just ease into it.
Yeah. But turned
But
out
then
that just wasn't the case. Because she'd been in D&D
Yeah.
groups before.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Lost the objective.
Hard to tell though, really.
Mm.
Because I'm wondering if it was maybe just because of what the campaign was about. That's why Panda didn't really roleplay.
I mean, maybe, but I did give her research material and stuff. She should have researched it. She had plenty of time to do so. I always give you guys prep time for stuff like that.
Yeah, but if you're not interested in whatever the campaign's in, surely
Then-
you should say something.
Then she shouldn't have joined. Then she shouldn't have joined the campaign. Simple as that, really.
Yeah, because it was getting to the point where I was thinking that maybe she just wasn't interested in the Persona campaign.
Yeah. Especially
maybe because it was a
considering.
different play style to regular D&D.
Yeah, we are definitely using a different playstyle for it. That much is true.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
but it's like, oh god. But it's like you can't do regular D&D with Persona.
yeah.
It's difficult because at that point things would be kind of overpowered. So you have to make a new system to balance things out.
Yeah.
So that's why
The
I
whole
did that.
situation with Panda was just a tricky one.
Yeah. But as I say, I basically just, when I came to Panda, all I did was mention the campaign stuff. It's not like I had a go at her for hanging out with Saki and stuff. Yes, it didn't
Yeah.
make things comfortable at times, but
They crushed us. Run
it's
again.
not as if I ever told her no, you shouldn't hang out with Saki, etc., etc. It was just, this is some of the stuff you're doing with D&D. It's becoming really dry and really bothersome to Ali and Reese. And it's just like, okay, well, that's a lot of bullshit, so I'm just gonna go, and if they had issues, then they should have told me in the first place.
But the thing is, when you meet somebody, you don't want to tell them your issues with them. You want to try and be polite.
Yeah. Apart from me, who's
And that's-
blunt as fuck. And I've always
Yeah.
told you guys can be blunt with me.
Yeah, like I like to try and see the best in people, give them the benefit of the doubt. As I said, I was
That's-
hoping that with the whole really
Saki
dry
situation.
roleplay,
And even
It
the
was
Saki
fixed up.
situation.
yeah, the Saki situation was just a mess in all honesty.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
And it didn't have to be. She made it the mess that it was.
We've captured the objective.
Also, not gonna lie, I felt like a spectator for that.
Oh?
That's fair.
Like literally, I look on the server one day and Saki's just not there.
Yeah. You're just there like, wait, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, and then there's a message in her server saying she's taking saying they're taking a mental health break. I'm just like, what happened? What the fuck's going on here?
Simple, me telling her the truth happened. Apparently I told the truth too much. That she had a mental breakdown.
Like, literally, it kind of felt like. So, Simon, you know how you say you have to wait forever? Like, the Kingdom's Heart standard has to wait forever to get, like, news of the games?
You do.
That's kind of how it
yeah.
was. I was literally in the dark until one of you gave me the news.
Which
Whoa.
wasn't long after. I'll be honest, it wasn't that long
I didn't
after.
have to wait that long, thankfully.
Fucking 17 years just to hear some of the gossip. Fucking hell.
Knowing now what that would probably happen.
No, I'd never keep you out of the loop or something like for that long.
No. But with like other people, I feel like that definitely happened.
Most likely.
I was gonna make a joke, but my brain completely forgot the joke, and now I'm upset with myself.
Oof.
I'm
Yep.
sure you'll remember it later on tonight when you're going to sleep, staring up at the ceiling, questioning everything.
I already questioned everything on what's it called on Sunday night. I don't need you to make me question things again.
We've lost the objective.
You and I have different sleep patterns.
I question things every night, but you don't need to make me question them again so much. I'm dead.
As for my whole paragraph, my whole essay,
Yeah,
The essay. Here
the
it is.
essay.
I think you can actually find it in the server somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's still
If
in the private note mic
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you want to read it out, you can. I'll
Are
let
you
you do
sure
the
you
other
want me to read it out?
Yeah, go for it. Read it out. Let's hear it.
The amount of paragraphs.
Yep. Yep.
Alright.
Look, we've already gone through what I said. We've already gone through what V said. We may as well go through what you said.
Alright, and let me just find
Murder.
something first. Let me just find something first. Because I've got my one, I don't have Saki's message. Because literally that whole paragraph was prefaced off what Saki sent first.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I remember now what I was gonna say. It wasn't a joke. I was gonna say, Simon, do you want to tell her about what she told you about, whenever the day I got kicked out, compared to the actual truth?
I mean, again, as we both know, Saki's nothing but a lying bitch at this rate.
Wait, what?
So you
So,
remember whenever I got kicked out, I basically vented to Saki about my
Yeah.
at the time mentally fuckies.
Yeah.
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 The whole planet of cat. Wait, don't tell me that was a lie.
To me, do you want to know what she said?
But
She said that Reese decided to message her because the fire sword that she got from the fish was meant for him and started blaming her because he didn't get it.
I mentioned nothing about a fucking fish.
so wait, you have had false information?
Yeah.
Wait. We could have avoided that entire situation.
Yeah. But she instigated it more than anything.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
I could have
I
got.
spent a fucking year helping Reese with his mental health when that dropped after that, situation, and then hoping that things would eventually get sorted out between you two.
Which,
And
to be
that
fair,
didn't
it
need
did.
to happen.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I can probably like after this I will regretfully reopen DMs with her and I'll see if I can find the messages because they're still gonna be there.
Oh yeah,
Please do.
they'll still
I
be
would
there.
like to read these messages.
Because I was in voice call with her, so she was only giving me bits of information live as it was happening.
Oh,
She
man,
was
I did
not
say
telling
to
me the
her-
full thing.
I did say to her, oh, you can tell Simon about this if you want.
No, she told me
No,
only
Mike.
tiny. She told me only tiny little pieces.
Look in there, Mike. That is how I feel right now. After learning that information.
1 sec. We're getting
Yeah,
blasted here.
Enemy is eliminated.
There we go. Let's see. Yeah,
That is how I feel after being
That-
told that information.
that is, that's a mood. That is a mood, and I don't blame you for it. Also, Reese, I have all of my perks.
Nice. Oh, so I'll leave a little message for you there.
Right. Yeah, no, I see it.
Good.
Yeah.
I found the message.
Awesome. Let's. Here we go, folks. Here's Ali's message to
Here's some fun
Saki.
shit.
I'm going to give context beforehand.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't really part of the whole,
Issue.
I don't know what I'll call it. I guess
Issue.
confrontation?
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
That happened between Simon, Saki, and Reese.
Yeah.
Like, I literally found out, I don't know how long afterwards.
Oh no, you found out the day after it happened, because it happened at night time.
Yeah. I went onto our D&D server to load up Persona and stream it to you guys, and I was pinging you all to tell yous. And when I went to ping Saki, as I normally did, their name was no longer in the server, which really confused me.
Yeah.
And I looked in the server and it was just gone, and I was like, what the fuck? And I think I might have checked Saki's server too,
Yeah.
for like your guys' name,
Yeah,
maybe
probably.
before that. And I saw that you weren't in there, Simon. I was very confused. I think at one point I even checked the you know, the D&D group, the Sunday D&D group chat.
Yeah.
I checked that for them as well, and they weren't there. I was very confused. And then you guys joined the call and basically explained it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I decided that I was going to stick neutral because I didn't really speak to Saki, so I didn't really have those concerns or didn't really see it because, you know, didn't really speak to them.
Yeah. Which, in all honesty, is
So-
completely fair.
Yeah. So I stayed in the server, joined some of the streams. It was mostly just the Among Us one because I actually had people to play it with, and I could do my
Among
rituals.
Us.
I could do my rituals. That's literally all I care about.
Yeah.
All you fucking care about.
My rituals in Among Us are fun when I don't get kicked out for them.
Yeah. It's why I prefer making myself the leader for when we play Among Us together, because otherwise, you know, people
They
get a
can
bit
still
salty.
vote to kick.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
Reese, I put the regen field up behind us.
No need.
Yeah. As you were saying, Ali?
and during the time, I was kind of hoping because Reese had a similar situation where he had a bit of a falling out. Well, more. I guess it was a falling out on both sides for you two.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
More so on your side, Simon, because of what
Yeah.
Saki told you.
Yeah.
Still annoys me that that didn't have to happen.
Yeah.
That's really ticked me off. So after Simon and Reese had reconciled, I was like, maybe the same thing could happen with Saki and these two if I just wait long enough and continue speaking to them both.
Mm.
That did not happen, to say the least.
Nope. Bless you for trying. Though it was sweet of
Yeah,
you.
like Saki at one point had a panic attack on one of the streams, I think it was, which concerned
Yeah.
me because I just saw the comments about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you
And-
telling me that.
Yeah, I told you that because I wanted to keep you informed about Saki's health. Because again, I was hoping for you guys to kind of reconcile because you all seem good friends.
Mm.
But turns out that was probably one of my worst ideas. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have told you that and sent you the screenshots of those messages.
Yeah.
I will admit, I was probably in the wrong for doing that.
I mean, you
And
were
then
just trying to like keep me up to date on stuff.
Yeah. And then we've got good old, what's her face? Legaru? No, not
Legaru.
Legaru. No,
No.
I can't think.
Well, we're not going to be saying the real name, but yeah. I think the
You know
name
who I
was
mean,
Legaru.
Simon.
But yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah.
No, that was the other one, the one they're good friends with.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the other one, the other stepsister.
Yeah, so the stepsister that messaged you to say basically, hey, I should have warned you.
Mm.
I saw that she was mentioned, and I just thought it was a relevant thing to bring up.
Mm.
Because everyone thought that the person who triggered Saki was that person.
Yeah.
This day, I still don't know if it was or not. It's hard to say.
No idea.
There's a chance it possibly could be with how with what she did next.
Yeah.
So Simon basically after that decided to tell the stepsister that they thought that she was responsible for that and she wanted to see the screenshots, which she then sent to Saki, not telling us.
Mm.
Bitch move.
Yep. Also, Vici
Tell
got
me
to queue us
about
up.
it. Yeah. Then afterwards, I got my administration, admin role. That's it, admin role removed.
Mm.
And I was fine with that. I honestly couldn't care less.
Yeah.
It's not like I did anything with it.
No.
Like
no,
literally,
no.
the whole reason I had it was because at that point, back when you guys were all talking, we were friends and family of Saki. Like that was the reason we had admin roles.
Pretty much, yeah. Reese, are you going to queue us up for another game?
Give me a minute.
Soon after that, nothing really happened. I think at that point I couldn't really join in on the streams anymore. Like I couldn't really join in the streams because I was going to my nan's on Fridays and I was busy then.
Yeah.
So I couldn't join in into the streams. I think I started a bit before that.
Fair, yeah.
Then, so Panda was also in the server at that point playing D&D with us.
Mm-hmm.
No, not playing D&D. It was before D&D actually started, come to think of it.
Oh, yeah, well, too.
Yeah, it was a bit before D&D. And, something happened in the server? And Panda saw and decided to ask Saki about it, and Saki had a full-on freak out about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much detail I can go into there, so I'm
Yeah,
just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
The reason why I know Saki had a whole freak out about it was because soon afterwards, they wrote me, they created a channel that had all the admins and mods being able to access, just to tag me in a message addressed to me.
Mm.
So, yeah, so it wasn't just Saki who was seeing this, it was basically anyone who was a mod or an admin.
Yeah.
And me. And that really ticked me off. Not gonna lie.
Which is fair.
Because, I'm sorry, if you want to talk about this, do it in DMs.
Mhm.
Like, it's between me and you. Nobody else needs to be involved. If you want your mum involved in it, make a group chat. But don't do it in a server. Don't make a fucking channel for just to do that.
No, definitely
Like,
don't.
maybe I would have been fine if it was a channel where it was just me and Saki. But the fact that there were other people there too who had nothing to do with it.
And they were all in VC whilst it was happening.
Yeah, like, I didn't know that at the time because I think Saki had a private one.
Yeah.
Right, you want a game, Simon?
And also-
Here's one.
And also the fact that none of them actually cared about it.
Yeah. They didn't care. They just wanted it to end like quickly.
They were so bored. And I'm like, you got them involved in something.
That didn't
They-
need their involvement.
Yeah, like, you would have been better just doing it in DMs, settling it in DMs.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe I shouldn't have sent this long ass paragraph in response to it, but I was ticked off.
Oh no, you definitely should have.
Yeah,
You definitely should have.
I would have been a bit more civilized and nicer if it was DMs. But I'm sorry. That making a channel where other people could see, just so you could like call me out. No.
No.
Uncalled for. If you're gonna call someone out there in public, don't be a bitch and hide it.
Yeah.
Also, a little gift for you guys and no mic.
Yeah, I'll read that afterwards.
There's more to come. Just kidding, there's not.
Jesus Christ.
There's not, there's not.
So the message I got sent first was, "That's me. I don't mind you talking to Simon, Reese, and whoever is in that server. However, I don't like how private admin/mod conversations were shared to that group without my knowledge until said person sent me the screenshots. I want to move on from this, but with every new bit of information that comes to light, it gets even more bitter. I still can't prove it was you, however, nothing problematic has happened since Mum removed your admin privileges. I wanted to be mature about this, however, the longer this goes on, I'm going to be bitter. You suddenly have contact with people who have ruined my life mentally, emotionally, that borders on physically. I don't want this to plague my mind and ruin my fragile mental health anymore than it already has. I want to move on, I want everyone to move on and mature from this and stop causing problems. I'm not trying to read their lies so they can stop trying to destroy mine. Simon told me to get a backbone and stand up for myself, and when I finally do, he has an issue with it. I'm done with this petty behaviour from that side of things." So that was the message that was sent.
Which is, most of that is completely bullshit.
The one that really ticked me off when I was first reading it was the whole... where is it? I wanted to be mature about this, and yet you create a channel that other people have access to that can see that message.
Yeah,
When it
that's
should
not
just be
mature.
sent to me.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
it should have just been sent to you. That's not a mature thing to do. And also, considering she talks, as because the whole reason for this video is because we have learned that she talks shit about us. Mostly me, but most likely she talks shit about all of us. In her streams,
I would love to see them try and talk shit about me, given we barely spoke.
yeah, she probably thinks of so much. She probably just makes some stuff up.
I would love to see it.
Come
I
on,
want some
it's
entertainment.
it's what she does. It's what she does. Come on.
I just realized something.
What?
Back when I got kicked out of the group, and whenever I, told my in-school therapist, and then Mark when I got to him about it,
Yeah.
I said several times my brain blames Saki for everything, for being kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
You
My
should
brain
have.
was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
What I've just
delusional
learned,
ass brain
yes.
was right.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. You have the psychic foreshadowing.
I never mentioned the fact that I blamed Saki. I more said I blamed myself.
Yeah.
But my brain was right.
Mm.
Oh my god.
So after that message, I decided to respond to it. by addressing like the certain points in it.
Yeah.
Literally. I labelled my paragraphs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for all my points.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was honestly kind of funny to see.
I
Kind of like what I
honestly
did with
actually
my
should.
thing to her.
So basically what happened was I sent this huge message and then I left soon after. I didn't wait to see the response, I just left. Because I was just done at that point.
Fair.
Like, clearly me being there has just got to cause more problems, so I'm just gotta leave, remove myself from the situation.
Oh,
Yeah.
help! Simon behind you.
Fuck.
So, first thing I wrote.
I
Okay,
got
so I'm
pinned
going
to
to write this before I leave because I feel like I need to. And also, I was ticked off, but I didn't write that part.
Fuck you, Susan.
Yeah. So, paragraph number 1. First, when I sent those screenshots, it wasn't out of malice. I did it because even though Simon and Reese didn't want anything to do with you anymore, I held out hope that maybe one day everything could be solved like it was, like with what happened with Reese and Simon. God, I can't fucking read. I wanted them to be up to date with how you were doing and what was going on with you. I can understand that you feel upset they were shared without your permission, but again, it wasn't because I wanted to be cruel to you. Like, genuinely, I just wanted to keep you guys updated on your mental health. Like, on the mental health.
Yeah.
I can't read or speak. God help me.
Yeah, you do.
And I will say before saying this, well, yes, I wrote Pando in this section. It wasn't actually Panda. I just thought at the time it was because it was the only logical conclusion.
Yeah.
So it wasn't actually Panda, and I already apologized to Panda for it.
Yeah. We all thought it was Panda, to be fair, so yeah.
Regroup and try
We all apologized. We all thought it was Panda, but it wasn't.
Actually, no, I'm just gonna miss out that whole paragraph because it's literally just that. There's no reason because to write it, to say it, because we know it's wrong.
Yeah.
So paragraph 2. Also, what fucking problems? Simon and Reese didn't do anything with the information that I gave them. No problems occurred while I had privilege. The only thing that happened was the screenshot shown, but even then, that was because I had that hope everything could be resolved. Even with the information from them, information gained from them, they did absolutely nothing with it. Like, legit, that really ticked me off because I was like, what issue?
Yeah.
Like, maybe the fact that that person sent them to you and maybe they are still bothering Saki. Like, I don't know that. I didn't know that at the time.
None of us did. We didn't know that was
Like,
gonna happen.
from what we got told from this person, it seemed like they didn't keep in touch with Saki at all.
Yeah.
And that's the fact that they were still on Saki's server at that
Yeah.
time.
Which was a bit strange.
Yeah.
So it does
Like,
make
they
me
say
wonder
this-
just how much of an issue they actually were.
Yeah, like in the private screenshots that Saku and their mum were chatting, saying that this person kept bothering Saki, and Saki's mum told them to block them. I'm like, but they're in the server.
Yeah.
Why are they still on the server? Shouldn't you have like banned them if they're that much of an issue?
Exactly.
Like, it was just a very confusing
Thing.
situation. Number 3, and before you say that they got into contact with these people, that was not because of the screenshots. The first person he had contact with reached out to him due to the fallout of your friendship. This was before those screenshotted messages were ever written, so you can't say that he used the info against you, as it didn't even fucking exist when they met.
Exactly.
Legit. As for the second person, Simon just wanted to confirm what was told to him. He wanted to get all sides of the story to know, as he wanted to know if he truly knew you, which it seems he didn't. We all fucking didn't. Even less so now. Thank you, Reese.
Yeah,
Pretty
you're
much,
welcome.
yeah.
Also, they ruined your... Oh, God.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know it's done and dusted, but Simon,
Yep.
okay, just fuck you for not asking for my side.
Well, to be fair, I was getting everything live, so I thought I was getting both sides.
Yeah, Saki wasn't...
That's fair.
I
Saki
was in call with her.
Yeah, Saki wasn't sharing the full story.
Yeah, I was in call with her. I thought I was getting everything live. So, you know.
Yeah, again. Fair.
The thing is, I don't understand why they did it.
Neither do I. Like, they had nothing to gain from it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if she had something against me, what could you have against
You,
me?
you knew Saki before any of us.
That's right.
You're the one who brought them into the server. So
Exactly.
if anything, it makes even less sense.
Yeah.
God, someone remind me to not DM this, like send a message saying you got me
wouldn't be
kicked out of
able-
the group
Oh
over
wait,
a
no.
fish.
You actually could because
I
you do
can.
mutual servers. Don't,
Mm.
Reese.
That and the fact that, you
Don't.
know, she's not blocked any others.
Yeah,
Reese.
I'm not
Listen to me.
going to. I'm not
Don't.
going to.
The urge to do so is strong, but he won't.
Like, yeah, the urge to do so is strong, but you'll be proving them right.
Yeah. Also, yeah, the fact that you got kicked, the fact that the fact that she lied just because why the fuck not? She barely gave me any of the context that you said. It was legit just, oh, you got the weapon that was meant for me in the fish. That is legit all I got. I legit thought you were just being a little bitch about that, and that was it. No, a weapon in a fish.
So, next, continue on with that point.
Yeah.
Also, they ruined your life mentally, emotionally, that borders on physically. It's pretty interesting that the info we've got completely contradicts that fact. Both accounts from the people you claim ruined my life support each other in facts and completely tear down your account.
And not to mention,
Now,
she's never actually committed any form of self-harm.
You have 5 lives left.
She has never
They haven't?
committed any act of self-harm.
they haven't?
They haven't. They would simply refuse to ever do such a thing. So that is also another bullshit lie.
This is just getting better and better by the minute.
Alright.
Like, as I said for the first person who kind of went behind our backs with like the screenshots, like I can't fully confirm like what they have and haven't done.
Yeah.
What the other person we can, and then we've got Reese's story now.
Yeah.
I got kicked over a fish.
I kind of want to make that an achievement, but I also kind of
Do
don't. Just to...
You have permission.
I'll do it after recording. Or if Ali wants to, she can do it.
The next point. For those people did try and did move on, while you and your mother stayed petty and bitched and badmouthed them so others would hate them for no reason other than you two wanting to spread your own hatred. They did nothing to destroy your life, they just moved on, distanced themselves from you and moved contact with you completely.
Her ex did try to get a slight bit in touch, just to try and remain friends, because, you know, feelings are difficult to get rid of.
Yeah.
So, you know, but, you know, that kind of happens, but after a while, her ex just kind of gave up.
Yeah. Not only that, but if we're talking about, like, supposedly people who did hurt them and didn't move on, if that's the case, then for the first person, the stepsister, if she is hurting you, why is she still in your server?
Exactly.
Like, it just makes no sense.
No, it generally doesn't. It's bloody stupid.
Next up is 5. I'm sorry, but haven't. Wait. Hold on, I'm confused. I've confused myself. Apparently, I don't know how to do messages. That's not proper grammar. What was the point of this one? I can't remember. Let me find Saki's message again.
Oh.
So that will tell me the context.
We're looking at number 5, yeah?
Yes.
Alright, let me try and find the message myself.
I'm scrolling up too. I scrolled away thinking that I didn't need it anymore, and I do.
Yeah, never scroll away from a thing in case you need it. When it comes to shit like this. Oh my god, so many friggin' images. Jesus Christ.
I found it. So 0.5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Siren told me to get a backbone and stand up for myself, and when I finally do, he has an issue with it. Alright, that's it. I'm sorry, but it should be you haven't. That's what it should be. Not I'm sorry, but haven't. I forgot the you in there.
Oh, whoops up.
If you had, you would have messaged me privately instead of in your server. Not only that, but the writing style of your message is different, so I'm taking a guess and saying your mum wrote it for you. Speaking of which, if you truly grew a backbone, then it wouldn't be your mum running your server for you. It would have been you who removed my privileges. It would have been you who came up with the message to confront me. Your mum has some control issues that she needs to work out, as well as know that she isn't right all the time. Your claim Sandor is on thin ice after the incident with your mum. All he wanted to know was if they were talking about the same game in the present, rather than when it was released. Literally, her only argument was that she worked at the game company, and that made her right in every sense of the word. Then couldn't apologise like Sandor did, and have to have the last word. So congrats on being a pushover and a mummy zombie.
Oh, don't forget you changed 6 a bit, so you'll have to scroll down a little bit for 6. For the 2-6, I should say.
I literally, when I say I saved it in a text message document on my laptop.
Okay. Okay.
So I have the updated version there.
Fair enough.
As for that one, the one edit I would like to say to that is Saki did it did turn out that Saki wrote the message. It was just there were other people around that they were discussing it with. So how much they helped, I can't say, but yeah, Saki did actually write it, so I was wrong on that account.
Yeah. Reese, Q. Oh, you have Q'd as well.
Yeah, I'm Peters. I was texting someone about how I got kicked over a fish. It was one of my school friends.
Oh.
God, I can't wait to tell Mark about this.
Yeah.
You have a lot
This
of
is gonna
things
be
to
fun.
film up.
Yeah,
I have a
you
lot
really
of
do.
things to tell Mark.
You do. Yeah. So carry on then, Ali.
You've made me thinky. I'm also yeah, there we go. It has been updated. Just making sure. Alright, it's number 6. One last thing. You claim others hurt you so bad. Did you ever consider that you've done the same thing? Did you even care when you caused Reese to cry and break down when he was just trying to help you? You lashed out at him for it. He could even empathise with you, but no, you couldn't have someone question you or try to help. You also said you saw Simon as a brother, yet you have no trouble cutting contact when he decided enough was enough. Did you even mean that, or was it just something to say? And not only that, do you even know how much money Simon spent on you? He spent £500 on games and stuff, and you always said that you'd pay him back, yet out of the £500 you only paid back 198, leaving £322 left. No, £302 left to be paid back.
And that was just on. I'm just gonna say that's just on PayPal. Like that was just the stuff that was being able to be shown on PayPal. I spent more because when she came up for my birthday last year, I bought her some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and we all know that's pricey as hell.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Quick, though, I know I keep pulling this away, but my friend's reaction to the situation has just been posted into the mic.
Oh?
But yeah, so like, the thing is that yeah, I spent money on her when she came up to celebrate my birthday. Let that sink in. And I never got that back. Like actual like tins for like the GX series, so she had like elemental heroes, crystal beasts, and stuff like that.
Wait, wait, you bought her the tins?
I bought the GX tin. Yeah.
That's like 50 quid at least.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Simon, you're supposed to be getting the presents, not other people.
Yeah.
It's your
But-
birthday.
Exactly. But like, oh, I didn't bring enough money with me. I don't want to spend it all. So I'm just like, alright. I'll be
I
nice
would
and
have
get
just
it
said
for
suck to suck.
you.
I'm sorry, it's my birthday.
Yeah. Like, it annoyed me, and the fact that I found out that she lied and said that she bought it herself kind of ticks me
What?
off. Yeah. She lied and told her ex, because her ex was still living there for a bit longer,
God.
and she told her ex, who, you know, politely asked, you know, who bought it, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, obviously not trying to pry or all, but, you know.
Just genuine curiosity.
Yeah. And she said that she bought it herself. Even though her ex knew, that she was coming up to Newcastle to see me for my birthday. So, sense makes zero.
And this
And
was when you and Saki were also good friends too, so it literally makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing with her makes sense.
Yeah, when you really look back on stuff, you start to realize nothing with Saki made sense. Anyway, carry on, Ali.
He could have used that on food, rent, or put it towards something else. You also expected him to take you in when your parents could no longer care for you. You're an adult, Saki, and yet you can't even do some of the most basic things like cook, clean, or even be awake for the majority of the day. Yes, I know you have pyrophobia, but you could always do microwave meals, or better yet, have an electric cooker that, surprise, surprise, don't use flames. But no, it's always your parents doing it for you, one of which struggles to do so because of medical conditions. You wouldn't live under their roof, it wouldn't kill you to help out with house chores.
Mm.
Now, I will say, maybe I am a little in the wrong for putting that there for other people to see. But again, I
You
was
were
ticked
kind of
off,
pissed
and
off.
yeah, and also, this should have been settled privately. Like, I want to get how, but I want to just get the point across that both these messages should have been private.
Oh yeah.
And yes, I could have done mine privately, but I was like, no. They called me out with
I'm
other
calling
people
them
to
out.
see, so I'm just
Yeah.
going to reply the same way.
Yeah. Which you had every right in doing.
Yeah. Like, afterwards, looking back at it, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have, like, looking at some of this, I'm just thinking, maybe I shouldn't have wrote that or that. Other things are fine, but, like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I'm in the wrong for that, but I was ticked off at that point.
Mm. But it is also the harsh truth. She does rely on her
Yeah.
parents too much. One of them being, you know, sadly, very ill medically, like unable to really get about much. I've seen her with a Zimmer frame, for fuck's sake. I've seen her
Yeah.
with crutches. I feel genuinely bad for her. She's in so much pain, and I genuinely feel extremely bad for her. I've got
I
nothing
go-
against her mother.
You don't?
No,
I
like-
go back and forth and, like, on Saki's mother because of what happened in the server.
Which is fine. But, like, okay, yeah. Maybe to, like, Saki's ex, and she was a
Yeah.
pain in the ass, which we know is actually the truth. Saki's mum was a pain in the ass to her ex. But the amount of pain and stuff she was in, like, I sympathize mainly with the fact that she's in so much pain and still has to look after Saki and all the pets, etc., etc.
Saka's a year older than me, right?
She's 22.
2 years.
Yeah, she's 2 years older than me. She's 22. She turned 22 this year.
Yeah. There's literally not that much of an age gap between us.
No, and you're able to look after yourself a lot better than what she ever could look after herself with.
Yeah. I spent 5 days dog sitting at my nan's. I was all by myself, and
Yeah.
it was actually really fun.
Honestly, living with yourself is one of living by yourself, and when you're like our age. I say our age as in the adults in here, so not UVs. Can actually be honestly kind of eye-opening because you start to realize what you can and cannot do by yourself. But if you are unable to do like the basic things like cook and clean, okay, yes, could very well be due to mental health. But if you're just doing it, you don't do it because of laziness, you should not be living in a house by yourself.
Yeah.
That's so like, I don't think she ever will. Also, V's just to let you know, the glitch has my SMGs.
That,
Oh, that motherfucker.
that's another point, though. So Saki says it was because of mental health, right? That they didn't do any of that stuff. If that's the case, then what about the animals? If that's the case, they shouldn't own that many animals.
She barely
shouldn't.
looks after them. I'm sorry, but I've seen her. I've been to that house. I was there for 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year's.
Somebody call RSPCA.
I'm honestly tempted to, but the only thing is, I don't because of a certain person who we know would probably freak if they didn't know where one of the dogs is, because obviously it used to originally be theirs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if that dog was the one to be taken away, we don't know if that dog would end up getting put into a better home or not.
Yeah.
But once that dog passes away, I'm definitely calling RSPCA.
Because the amount of pets was like.
Oh, they have more now. They have 2 ferrets, 4 guinea pigs, 1 rabbit, and 2 dogs. I'm not sure if they've got any more hamsters.
I thought it was back when I learned about all the pets. I thought it was like pretty cool, but then as it went on, I was like, I feel like you should dial down on the amount of pets because Jesus Christ, the amount they must cost.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Saki barely ever looks after them. Because she's asleep most of the day.
God, I'm actually sleeping most of the day, couldn't it be?
Imagine sleeping most of the
can't be
day
me
when
either.
you've got animals to look after.
It's just
Like-
bad.
It's disgusting. And like, I've been at that house, it stinks. It's not good. It's not hygienic.
I think there's a good chance they probably don't realise because they've probably gone nose blind to it.
Yeah, legit, that's the case. One of the dogs has like the stinkiest farts ever. Like, holy hell, it's like they just feed him Brussels sprouts and just let him rip. And it actually makes you want to gag. And I
I'm
wish
very glad I've never been to your house.
I was joking. I really do. But I'm not. It's disgusting. I legit felt like I was in like someone's sick idea of like a home zoo or something.
Yeah.
And I don't mean sick in the good way. I mean sick in the I want to throw up way, with how bad the smell was. It was disgusting. Because the only person now that can look after those pets is someone that works and is classed as a carer for her mum.
I feel sorry for him.
So do I.
Is he married or just a boyfriend?
I don't think they've ever tied the knot now. I think
So yeah.
I think they've just been together long enough to just class themselves as husband and wife. But they're not actually
Okay.
married. Which seems to
I'm
be a
honestly
thing
surprised he doesn't.
nowadays. That seems to be a growing thing nowadays.
I've never heard of it.
Both my sisters, two of my sisters are doing it. They legit just don't count themselves as... They're not married on paper, in other words. Like, they don't have the marriage certificate. But they class
Sorry, but you
themselves as a married couple.
If you want to class yourself as a married couple, you don't even need a full wedding, you just need a certificate. Literally
Yeah.
go to the town hall, get it signed, boom, you're married.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, I would love to actually have a wedding. Because, let's face it, it's probably going to be the only one I have. But,
I mean-
like...
I mean, don't you technically want one?
Well,
wedding?
yeah. Yeah,
Preferably. Do
obviously.
you want to stay with the person you marry?
Exactly. But, like, if something were to go wrong with a relationship that I'm currently in,
Yeah.
after I'm, you know, during the like, after the wedding, then, you know,
Yeah.
as I say, it's probably going to be the only one I have, because I don't think I'd try and go for anyone else.
Oh,
That's fair.
that's also really sad.
And just shows how committed this man is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, carry on, Ali.
The last point is, I wasn't planning on saying any of this. I kept it all bottled up because, again, I had that hope. But no, you basically destroyed that hope with your present and past actions. The more I learned, the more that hope shriveled up and died. So well done. And don't even think about saying you're upset about losing a friend, because from what I have seen and heard, you'll bounce back quickly. After all, it's not like I had much to give you anyway in terms of stuff, huh? Not like Simon and some of the other people in your past. You deciding to write that message was basically the last straw for me. That hope I had was clearly stupid and pointless. Oh wait, I missed something. Fuck me. I missed
Yeah,
something
I
back
think
in
you missed
point
something.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the end of the paragraph, but the bit that I missed in point 3 was, but hey, I don't need to worry. I'm sure me, Simon and Reese will be part of that group of people who destroyed your life in ways that border on physically. Thanks for that, by the way. Love you.
And the
I
fact that
love it.
she
Love you.
and the fact that she talks shit about us during stream just kind of shows that you're right about that.
Yes. The urge to message Saki and go on one of the literally to go on to one of the streams and type out a message saying thanks for proving me right during one of those is very strong, but I don't want to do it because then I'd be proving Saki right too, and I don't want to do that.
The other thing is that you could potentially just like. I shouldn't really be saying this because obviously if it then does happen, people could easily just link it to this. But because I know what you're like, you don't have Twitch unless you've got people to actually watch on there.
Yeah, I don't really use Twitch.
So you've most likely deleted the account that you had whilst watching Saki, yeah?
No, actually, I've not deactivated it.
Oh.
Again, I've not been in Twitch in like forever.
Basically since the breakup between the falling out.
Actually, before that even.
Yeah, because you kind of stopped watching, didn't you, after a while?
Yeah, I stopped watching and, you know, being part of the streams like before this whole thing happened.
Yeah.
Because again, live streams aren't really my thing.
Which is fair.
Or
I downed 2 people there, Reese.
I was going to say, nice one.
I don't know if it's like an autistic thing, but I have the attention span of a gnat at times, and
Oh, yeah,
live streams
don't
just
worry.
can't keep my focus for that long.
I'm the
Simon,
same, don't worry.
running to you. Good job.
Shung. But yeah, I also have the attention span of a gnat.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's an autistic thing or not. I just
Honestly, I think it
can't.
might be.
Yeah, I honestly
I
think
just
it might be.
I just can't keep my attention on a live stream for that long because they go on forever. It feels like.
Yeah,
Like,
because obviously you know that obviously I do YouTube and stuff.
yeah.
I don't know if you actually watch any of my videos.
I keep meaning to. When it comes down to YouTube, I'm a bit out of sorts with watching stuff because I used to watch in a very specific order of like the YouTubers. I need to catch up on all of them. And this is not by like a couple of weeks. This is about a year of catching
That's
up
fair.
to do.
Oh
That's
god, good
fair.
luck. Good luck.
Yeah, it's a lot of videos.
Yeah, but it's like I know for a fact that when it comes to my Saturdays when I stream Final Fantasy 14, I don't think I've ever seen you in there, and I know it's because you don't do live streams.
Yeah, like I'm good for an hour.
Yeah,
Because even an hour with like videos and stuff is pushing it, but after an hour, I'm just gone basically. My attention is elsewhere.
fair. But like,
Literally,
I mean, even Visa's hasn't even come by in a while to my streams either.
I don't know what it is. Usually I can do Simon streams, but recently I just haven't been able to do them.
For some bizarre reason.
You think I know? Even I don't know, bro.
Hence why I said for some bizarre reason.
your brain says no.
Yeah, I think that's
Literally,
just
yeah.
the case, yeah.
Oh, and after sending that message and then leaving, Saki messaged me because we were still friends on Discord at that point.
Same. If you've still got it, that is.
I need to find it if I can.
Yeah.
I know an easy way to find this. Where's our server? Search up. No, just search up. This. Do that. That plan did not work as well as I thought it would.
Sorry, neither did mine.
I'm
Right, here we
loving
go.
these people.
They're out of reinforcements. Finish the job.
There we go. There we go. Got the message up.
Mm.
I had to.
I'm behind you.
I had to reopen direct messages. So I closed them.
Fair.
So after that, Saki sent a message saying, "For the record, I paid." Oh yeah, that does say play. That does say played. I read that right. For the record, I paid back more is what it should be than he asked. I did write the message myself. I just didn't want it to be emotionally charged. I did it on the server for evidence. Mum did it after I told her to remove your privileges, and finally I meant like I physically can't leave the house without being scared before, and even more after the issues, as well as mental health can affect physical health, and it has. You don't see everything. I don't tell the server everything. Mum and Xander worked things out there was no need to bring up, and I have not gone out my way to publicly do shit to them like they have me. Enjoy your life. I wanted to do this maturely, but you told them and then sent that essay that has no long. Then sent an essay that had. I can't read. But you told them and then sent an essay that has no need to be so long.
Okay, so I'm gonna say
I mean,
this.
thank you for acknowledging how long it was.
Yeah.
I know.
So I'm gonna say this.
That's a
No,
compliment.
she didn't pay me at all back. We calculated it, didn't we, Ali?
Yeah, and
Sure,
also we
nobody
learned
said we
that
had.
the response to my message after I left because they didn't realise I had left the server.
Yeah.
Saku was more concerned about like saying that they had the receipt to say that he paid you back, than
Yeah.
anything else.
More than anything else, that's all they were concerned about.
Yeah.
Like, God, that really goes to show her priorities, doesn't it? Money! But no, she didn't pay me the full thing back. Me and Ali calculated it. What was the other thing?
That's why it was in the message.
Yeah.
We calculated it.
Yeah. And then the whole mental health can affect physical health. Whilst, yes, that is true, there are ways that you can prevent your mental health from affecting your physical health. Like, for example, in terms of weight gain or muscle atrophy. Just do a bit of exercise around the house. She has that friggin' Beat Saber. She can use that.
Hell, just do that offer in all honesty.
There's a lot of walking at Comic-Con.
Yeah, which I just want to point out, right? She says she has social anxiety. She wouldn't
This
go to
message-
she wouldn't go to Comic-Con if she had social anxiety.
And also, in
She
this
wouldn't
message,
get up on stage and sing in front of loads of people that she didn't know if she had social anxiety.
Yeah. And then there's also in this message where they say, I meant like I physically can't leave the house without being scared. But you go to Comic-Con.
Yeah,
There are
exactly.
so
Something,
many
something
contradictions.
isn't adding up there.
There's so many fucking contradictions in her words.
Now, granted, I will say, when it came to going there, the first bit of the journey, which was the train, she got with her dad. Everything else
Yeah.
after that, though, was by herself.
No.
Which,
I wanna go to Comic-Con myself, but I don't wanna go alone.
mm,
Fuck that.
she met up with Wayne, if you guys remember Wayne at all.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
she went with him, but the thing is that she still had to get the coach by herself to get down there.
Yeah. Also, Reese, I don't think you ever met Wayne.
Wayne, who's that? I know, I joke.
You weren't here when he appeared.
Yeah, he was
I know.
joking. He was joking.
I heard
He was
about him.
joking with you, Ali.
I don't know him exactly.
But yeah, so and the thing is that she classes Wayne and someone else as a brother as well. Back when me and her were friends, she barely ever spoke to them. She would always complain, going, "Oh, what if they don't like me? They barely ever talk to me. They never come up. This person's only been up once for like maybe a week. Wayne's
I'm
only
wondering
been
if
up
that's
for my
actually
birthday."
true now, though.
About what?
About whether or not they were being truthful when they told you all that.
Well, thanks to a certain someone, I can confirm that the other person did come up only once, and the only time Wayne come up was the same time that I went down for Saki's birthday. They've, from my knowledge, they've not been up to her place since.
I was more of talking about them messaging Saki, or not that much.
That I can also confirm that they did not.
Yeah, because of the whole thing that we've now learnt with Reese. Like, I'm just second guessing everything now.
Yeah, but I can
I got
confirm.
kicked over a
I
fish.
I can confirm that they barely ever spoke.
Yeah.
Because I was in group chats with them on Messenger. I can guarantee that they barely ever spoke. Either in the group chats or privately.
Or
It's-
even on Discord in general.
It's only recently that Wayne has been talking to Saki due to sometimes being in her streams.
Yeah, he joined one of the Among Us streams.
Yeah, he
Among Us.
did.
I was there for that.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because I think that was after the whole falling out thing.
Yeah, it was. I think
Um,
it might have been the one where they had a panic attack on stream and had
probably.
to end it early.
Owie.
How are you indeed? But he's also been in a recent one as well. A Minecraft one.
Oh yeah, that Minecraft one.
Imagine
Yeah.
streaming Minecraft.
I still remember the Discord Minecraft server rules.
Ugh.
You could only be in the Minecraft VC if you were on the server as well. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's a
Sounds
bit
like yes.
stupid. But
Yo. That's it.
but yeah, like, cause the most recent one was like a few days ago. That's the one that Wayne was in, as well as also someone else who I think I may have already mentioned them. Reese, did I?
Name?
Begins with T.
Oh, yeah!
Did I mention their name already
I don't think you said their name on stream yet.
on the recording? Yeah.
Yeah, we're going.
But yeah, so there's that person was there as well, and that's the stream that I was told about that I found out she'd been talking shit. In fact, both of them were.
For somebody who wants to move on with their life as they claimed in their message to me, they're sure doing a great job, you know, talking smack about us even though we've not had any contact with them.
Yeah,
Huh?
really, really fun, ain't it?
So fun.
Yeah, maybe it seems like we're doing the same thing, but for us it's more of a response.
Yeah, like
Literally,
legit, we're just responding to the
the
shit.
way I described it to my friend was talk shit, get hit.
Yeah,
Like, literally. I don't
This-
think, go on.
this is A, as a response, and B, to put out the information in a way that people can actually understand both points of views if one of our followers end up seeing it. And then they can then decide for themselves whether or not they still want to be a part of that group. That's essentially the purpose of this video. A, as a response, and then B, as a way to just be like, yeah, here's what you need to know. This is stuff that we wish we knew. Essentially, that's
I
why
really
I'm
wish
doing.
I knew about the whole getting kicked out because of the fish situation sooner.
Oh yeah,
Fish.
and as I said, I was legit just getting her side of things. So
Again, I know you were going off the one at the time you kind of trusted more, but still, fuck you for not asking for my side.
who the fuck said I trusted her more?
Fair point.
I was just getting a live response because I was in call with her.
I think it's also, from the sounds of it, it sounds like Saki may have done crocodile tears.
Yeah. Most
Wow.
definitely.
Saki, so Saki literally giving the live report, because Siren's reason was Saki had a mental breakdown because of what, no, not a mental breakdown, a panic attack
Yeah.
because of what you were saying, Reese.
Yeah.
Saki had to fake that.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, I know she probably won't ever see this, but Saki, if you ever do see this video, go fuck yourself. Like,
Honestly, I'm a little
honestly.
pissed. I'm a little more pissed than normal.
I should be.
Yeah. I'm not
Like,
particularly
I
happy about it myself. I thought
Go.
I legit thought that Reese was just being salty over the fact that she found a weapon and was having a go at her because, like, that weapon was originally meant to be for him.
Like, wait. Again, my
Um,
brain is, my brain being delayed is now just clicking. Have you now just learned the truth about that thing?
Yes. Yes. I have legit just learned the truth about it. She never told me what you actually put. She legit just told
Okay.
me that it was about the whole like weapon in the fish thing.
And then,
From the
and
Summoner
then,
campaign.
And then faked a panic attack from the sounds of things.
Yeah.
I never even mentioned the fish.
Yes, I know. I've seen the fucking
But-
screenshots now, but you know.
Yeah, but you'll read them whenever we're doing
I'm-
this.
Yeah.
I was willing to put like most of this stuff behind me, but if I ever get messaged by Saki, I'm not going to be very nice. Let's just put it that way.
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
neither am I. Don't worry,
I'm the
neither
one
am I.
who had. I'm the one who had to deal with a very broken Reese
Yeah.
For
I
a
was-
year.
and keep him alive for that
Yeah,
entire
yeah.
fucking year.
Yeah, Ali was never there for any of the tests, but she can back it up. I was very close to doing it several times.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. No offense, it was very tiring.
I'm not even gonna take offense. I'm legit. I was tired myself of it.
Cause like I
Yeah.
will admit, cause like I think at one point didn't I ask you how Reese
Yes,
was
you did,
doing?
and he was very ecstatic to hear that.
I was so happy.
Just
like,
like holy
literally-
shit, the big man cares still.
Me giving like information like that over to both sides is me being neutral because I'm like, I wanna keep you informed of each other because it's like
Mm.
there's a chance that you could reconcile, and it did happen. It worked
Yeah.
out.
I'm gonna say
Well-
I don't know how many. Oh, sorry, I'll go on.
The fact that it just didn't have to happen in the first place.
Yeah. I
It
will
could have
admit.
been avoided.
I hate the fact that I was tricked into thinking it was just over something so stupid and it got so out of hand to the point where
Oh god.
she had a quote unquote anxiety attack or panic attack or whatever.
Like,
God.
you can read the whole like the whole truth yourself. But do you want to know what the mental breakdown that it was over?
Go on.
Becca,
Oh?
that night, I don't know if you remember, but that was around the time me and Becca were iffy. What word it is?
Oh yeah.
You're still iffy. We don't know what's going on with Becca.
You do know what's going on. But yeah, that night, I'm sure you remember because you pay a lot of attention to Becca. She said she's never going to heal me in that campaign.
Yeah, for some weird ass reason.
And I was like, that's okay. I can get healed from other people. But do you want to push me over the edge? Becca called me an it.
An it.
Yep.
Seriously.
They wasn't referred to as a human being. I was referred to as an it. And
Yeah,
this was
I
all
think-
said. And once you read the 9 screenshot,
Good lord.
you'll learn the full truth. But yeah, she kept that all hidden from you guys.
Yeah. At that point, I would have, if anything, kicked Becca out of the group. Not like she ever really fucking partook in the fucking campaigns anyway, but still. If I knew about that, I would have fucking kicked Becca out of the group in like seconds. I wouldn't have even bothered trying to kick you out.
I think Becca was being petty about the whole money situation.
She was.
No, that's no surprise. She's been petty about it for fucking ages.
Yeah.
And let's face it, it's not like you owed her a lot. You owed her how much,
Yeah,
Reese?
I'll pay you back, but
£76, I think it was.
yep.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, that can seem quite a bit to someone your age. But that's generally not a lot of money.
No, it really isn't. I can attest to that now.
Yeah. So can I.
Like, honestly, once I start earning my money, and if she ever does contact me again,
If
Do you wanna
we
know?
would.
she's
I-
getting 30 quid. Do you wanna know why? That was the price of the knife she got me.
Oh yeah, because isn't she's like just adding interest on it this way or something, isn't she?
No. She got me other shit.
Mine, I
Minecraft.
think
That was from
I
a bet.
think Minecraft and a couple of Valorant stuff.
Minecraft from a joke bet.
Mm.
I don't remember what the bet was for. I could probably look in DMs. or
Something
something.
in Terraria. Terraria.
Terraria.
How the fuck do you say it?
Terraria.
Terraria.
Terraria. It was something in Terraria, something about you beating a boss really good without dying. Cause me and her both betted that you wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
I betted a Valorant
You bet
gift card, I think.
you get a Valorant gift card worth the cheapest amount, which is 10, because
Yeah.
they don't do 5s, which is like, and you stop. I'm pretty sure you could tell it was a joke, because I don't make real bets. Simon can attest to that.
He
Yeah.
generally doesn't.
I hate making real bets because, like, the only time I will gamble is on video game crates that I earn for free. But yeah, and then Becca bets Minecraft, a whole ass game.
That, you know, never goes on fucking sale.
Yeah.
We've come too far to
Because why would it? Because Microsoft are bitches.
Yeah. I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, you say that Nintendo barely ever puts stuff on sale either.
Listen,
Yeah, 'cause-
listen. I have a gripe with Microsoft, alright?
I'm
always
aware
will.
you do. I'm aware you do. And you have solid reasons for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah.
I heard this person talking shit about Saki to Becca.
I mean, yeah.
I don't actually know. But when it came down to that joke bet, I won't lie, at the time, I didn't realise we were joking. Like, I was fine
I
with
won.
Valorant gift card. Because, you know,
And then-
I did say I was going to do it.
Yeah.
And then I won, and then you started doing. I was like, wait, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of started freaking out. It's like, no, I was fucked up. Yeah. And then there's all the other jokes. Joke bet. Not like, so I jokingly asked for the Reaver Guardian. She bought me the Reaver Guardian.
So the only things that you were serious about was the knife, essentially.
Basically, yeah. Like, I was so fucking excited. I'm legit messaging her at like fucking 2 a.m. I got 1 a.m. going like, I fucking got it.
The thing with Becca is, she's not the most responsible with her money. Because
She's
VC's
really
the only
not.
person she's spent money on.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Because I think, I remember her mentioning other people too.
That just doesn't surprise me in the slightest, I'll be honest.
And I'm not gonna lie, Reese, I think she's forgotten about the whole money situation.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Otherwise you'd be getting messaged about it again.
Constantly.
Oh,
Probably.
and I also did do a response to Saki's last message, but they unfriended me before I could send it.
Ooh, go on, let's hear it.
But if you want to know what it was, if you wanted to do it maturely, then you would have private messaged me or made a chat that was between just us two. But no, you made a chat that all the mods and admins could see just to call me out. Also, you also go to cons just fine and can get on stages and sing just fine, but you're afraid of going outside. Yeah, that makes sense. And you're right, I don't see everything because you don't want me or anyone else to.
Yeah, she legit hides stuff. Which, okay, fine. We don't need to know 100% everything, but like... At the very least, don't contradict stuff. Like,
Or you know, make stuff up.
yeah, the fish thing, for example. Being our most fine example now of how she legitimately stirred up trouble for no reason.
I don't understand.
I'm never gonna look at fish the same. Not the
Got
joke.
it, you're a chef.
I know. Oh, the fucking crab fish. I'm gonna be in my kitchen cooking like a salmon. I'm just gonna be like, Saki, you bitch, and then stab the fish.
The thing is, it was actually a salmon that the fucking weapon was hidden in. It was a very large salmon.
I'm gonna go fishing, but I'm gonna do it the American style. I'm gonna specifically go to a lake where a bunch of salmon are. Do you know what American fishing is?
No.
You just put Diamondite in the lake.
No, I use a 50 caliber Magnum.
Oh God. Um. Anyway, before we get off topic again, I think it's safe to say we're done with recording this now.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus, 3 hours.
Yum.
We had a lot of shit to rant about, folks.
Yum.
Well, you two did. I only joined
Well.
for like the last hour.
Yeah.
Also, time to
Yeah.
read these messages now between Saki and Reese.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it off here. Before we decide to think of anything else. But yes, as you can tell, this was in defense of essentially being essentially publicly spoken about in a negative way. Which of course then led to us doing a bit of a rant, but the information we gave was true. Yeah, what we gave was the truth. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got the screenshots for essentially what me, Reese, and Ali said to Saki on the day where stuff went down. We've explained pretty much everything in terms of like what she says her mental health is like, what she does, into which then contradicts things. Because like, oh Ali, did you know that she has phone anxiety?
The fuck's that?
Essentially, anxiety of being on the phone.
Is that not just what?
Yeah.
Would that not just be classed as social anxiety?
Yes, it would. It would be a specific section of social anxiety. Do you want to know how I know she doesn't have it? In the
Well,
early
Discord.
days of me and her being friends, she would use her phone for Discord.
Yeah. And also, you know, phone anxiety would imply that you're afraid of being on call with people. Discord,
Exactly.
VC.
Exactly. Which is a lot of bullshit. So she doesn't have phone anxiety. That is some
This just
absolute horseshit.
This just gets better and better.
Yeah. But yeah, decided to give Ali that little bit of nugget before that little nugget of fun before I ended off the episode. Yes, I'm uploading this entire thing in one go. Because it just needs to be said. And as I said, folks, bear in mind her reason of being a VTuber was to try and get into Niji Sanji to be with a VTuber that she obsessively simped over is the best way I can put that.
Chances of that are pretty low.
Her chances of doing this are nil. Do you want to know the reason why, Ali? She has linked her Twitch to Instagram and a few other social medias where she has revealed herself. As in, like, her
Oh.
face and stuff, what she's looked like.
Oh boy. Is that
Reach-
against the rules, if I remember
Yep.
correctly?
That is against the rules of being a VTuber. So she would immediately be cancelled out of any application to be a VTuber. So, yeah. So just bear that in mind, folks. For anybody who is following her on Twitch, obviously as you know her, she would be BloodRedSakura. She is not worth following, and she is not worth being friends with. As you can tell from our group, she caused a lot of drama and trouble before we ended up realizing what was going on and kicked her out. Or at least I would say we kicked her out, but if anything, I just told her how things were and she left. So yeah, but yeah, if you decide to still follow her even after learning all this, that's on you guys. It's your choice. But I've given you the information you need to make a decision, and quite a lot of information. Just be smart and be cautious, I suppose. But yeah, until then, I shall see you guys when I do an actual recording session or stream. Bye, guys.
Adios, amigos.